Children from fatherless homes in this country, 5 times more likely to commit suicide than children who have a father in the home. 32 times more likely to run away. 20 times more likely to have a behavioral disorder. 14 times more likely to become sexually aggressive or commit rape. 10 times more likely to engage in drug abuse. It just breaks my heart. No heat, no judgment.
A woman will open up and say, you know what, not having my father really is a problem, really is an issue. And I wish we could get more black women to just point out, wait a minute, it's not cool that your kids don't have their father. It's not cool that you didn't grow up with yours. It's not, I don't need no man. It's not, fathers don't matter. It's not, niggas ain't shit. It's actually, we as a people, we as a culture, we as a community have to deal with each other. And in dealing with each other, if we're creating children, if we're having little innocent beings who only thing they know about themselves is what we present about ourselves. I don't know if that makes any sense to any of you guys. If you are a Jew and you know that you must be a doctor, a lawyer, or something like that, that matters. Your goal is higher. What you want to be in life is exalted. But if you think about what happens with us as black men, our goal in life is where? What do we have to look up to? Who do we have to look up to? Was our fathers impressive? Was our grandfathers impressive? It doesn't even matter what you say sometimes to your children. It's what you do. It's what you have. It's the presence you command. It's the maturity of how you deal with each other and deal with other people. And that's the biggest thing we need in the black community. Where does that start? To me, it's with fathers. If your man is confident, your man is proud. When your man is proud, he loves what he has. He protects what he has when he has these situations. And that's when you, as a woman, as a man, as a family, as a community, that's when we'll be better. When we actually care about each other. It starts with the fathers. It starts with the relationship and the children.
I'm back.
This beat's amazing.
Hey. What's good? What's good? What's good? Here I is. Oh. All right. Now, I've been gone. Oh, damn, I ain't even got my damn camera on. There he is. What's up, everybody? Your boy is back. Let me make sure I get my volume right so I can do what I do. I done miss y'all. It's so good to be back up in here again. Yeah, buddy. All right, there we go. Yo, 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 can y'all hear this? Yeah, man. It's about to go down. I can't believe it. I cannot believe this, and I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna definitely do what I do, and we're gonna get through this thing on tonight. I am literally about to go deep up in. So, without further ado, let's get this freestyle going. Hey, freestyle. Hey, freestyle, cause of wild freestyle. Well, this bitch, Jada Pinket, is back. She done came and got some side dick and that's whack. She talking about she was in an entanglement. What the fuck is an entanglement? How the fuck is this bitch been cheating? And ain't nobody out there saying, hey, this bitch is cheating. She keeps doing what she doing without no remorse. She was smiling and I'm like, this bitch is, I just can't, that's it, that's all I got. Man, look here. This is one of those things where I guess one of the things that I always try to talk about how important it is to build relationships. And I talk about being transparent. I talk about setting expectations and all of that. This is one of the main reasons why I say that. Because this right here, this is a classic example of not a date rape. For those of you who don't know what that is, I don't see if somebody got that. This is a classic example of how we as black folks, this is all nigga shit right here. No matter if we rich, poor, in the hood, in a suburb or whatever, we are so fucked up and dysfunctional as people. And the fact that people don't see the importance of mental health, don't see the importance of counseling and constantly working on your relationship and your marriage, all that shit y'all see on TV, all that shit y'all see in the Vibe magazines. I don't even know if Vibe is even out anymore. Is Vibe magazine still out? I don't think so. But in all the Jet magazines, your Essence magazines, and everybody be talking that hashtag Black Love bullshit, this is exactly what it is. You got a couple that is supposed to be a power couple. Jade and Will is this black love example. And if you see what happens over time, what is done in the darkness comes into the light, and all of the fuck shit that has been going on in their relationship. All of the fuck shit that's been going on. And here's my problem with that. Because I'm not saying that your whole entire life needs to be transparent and you got to tell us, the people, what is going on in and out your household. No, I'm not saying that. But don't do some shit this fucking raggedy. Don't do some shit this fucking just outright ratchet. This is straight up love and hip hop type shit that's going on. And then you sitting here, got your red table talk, and if anybody has seen me talk about these red table talks before, I've always said, I'm cool with what Jada doing and she's trying to do her thing and create her platform. I'm okay with that. But the fact that you do this shit and then you behaving like this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. This is exactly why we are so fucked up as a people. And I'm going to tell you the other thing before I get into this. And I'm going to refer to this several times. I'm so disappointed at niggas. Y'all niggas never cease to amaze me. Niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit. And this is exactly why we are fucked up the way that we are. Because the example that we're supposed to be trying to follow, a blueprint that we're supposed to be trying to follow, when it does fall apart, what do niggas do? Niggas laugh, niggas make memes, and niggas try to further embarrass this man. Ain't nobody on this bitch. Oh, but tonight, I will be. Ain't no everybody giving this. Everybody on social media has given this bitch a pass already. And all you niggas are doing is making fun of this nigga. This nigga has been embarrassed on not just a national stage, but an international stage. This nigga Will Smith is worldwide, for those of you who don't know. One of the few black men that has actually made something of himself in a positive light. Ain't said bitch or hoe to nan, bitch nor hoe. This man has done it as right as you possibly can, regardless of the rumors of he gay, regardless of the rumors that they got an open marriage, regardless of all of that you heard and what you call hearsay. This man has not embarrassed this bitch one day yet. But she literally shits on his entire legacy as his wife, embarrasses the fuck out of him, and what do niggas do? We take to the internet. This the new cry face. This the new face of youth. This the new face of the internet. The internet always wins. We make fun of them. Niggas do. I'm so disgusted with us. I'm so tired of y'all niggas. I swear to God I am. I have been holding my mule, and I'm telling you, and at the end of the show, I've been gone a while for a very good fucking reason. I've had a lot of tumultuous shit going on in my life, but this right here, just when I got enough nerve, just when I got enough energy to come back, this what I had to come back to. This is what I had to come back to. This shit here. And I'm telling you, people make mistakes. I get that. Shit happens. I understand that. But the fact that this shit went down the way that it did, it's unacceptable. And the fact that you niggas are making fun of this man, the fact that you niggas are further kicking this nigga down, kicking this man down, and who got more and has achieved more than all of you niggas put together. What y'all do the very first second a nigga get a little something, he get a little headway, all of the shit that you niggas protest for, this nigga overcomes and becomes. And what do? You make fun of the nigga. You laugh at the nigga. You put him on your social media page. Ha, ha, ha. Look at Will. How he gonna follow behind August. His dick was so big. Y'all hoes ain't shit. That's all y'all care about. Tommy was right. Dick and attention. It's more motherfucking black folks tweeting, posting on Facebook, talking about this nigga August Alsina dick than y'all talking about Jada Smith. Y'all are excusing this bitch because this bitch was with a nigga with a big dick. Do you realize how stupid that is? Because all of you black hoes will be pissed off if Will Smith was fucking a badass white bitch. Now he ain't shit. Now you see what they do when they get money? You see what they do when he gets something? A black man get a little something, and the first thing he do is kick a sister to the side. Right. Where all them bitches at? All the niggas that be like, yeah, nigga, you supposed to uphold these black queens. Where all my pro-black motherfuckers at? This shit is a fucking disgrace. And while I'm turned up, let me turn down for a minute. And let me let my favorite part of the show come on before I get back on my soapbox. Talk to us, baby.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Here's my thing with this. Y'all don't understand because y'all just so in the moment and y'all so quick to laugh at a nigga's pain. Y'all so quick to just look at a nigga suffering and y'all think it's funny, y'all think it's cute, and y'all think it's a fucking joke. That's this man's wife. This man's wife. He got 2 kids with this bitch. And y'all okay with this shit. Ain't nobody canceling Jada Pinket Smith. And I don't understand why. Y'all went the fuck in on Tiger Woods when Tiger did it. Let's just go back. Tiger Woods fucking his babysitter and then married the babysitter, and then he fucking some other bitch, and this other bitch. Tiger Woods had a harem of bitches. Y'all dogged him. You did. You dogged him. Any black man that got a white woman, y'all dogging him. Why he ain't got no sisters? Why he ain't with no black woman? You couldn't find no queen? Well, look at what the fuck a queen does. And is Jada Pinket the first motherfucker to cheat on her husband? No, she's not. But look at how she did it compared to who she is. Because like it or not, this bitch is riding on this nigga's coattail. The last movie this bitch was in was what? Girls Trip? Was she in Girls Trip? I don't even know if that bitch was in Girls Trip. Somebody help me. I don't even know if that was her. Was she in? I'm trying to think. I think she was in Girls Trip. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say she was. Yeah, I want to say she was. It was Regina Hall. Yeah. Regina Hall. The old nasty bitch. What's her name? The girl who ain't never funny. I ain't laughed at a joke yet that she done made. Do something with your lady mouth. Huh? Supposed to be pregnant by Common now, I guess. I forgot her name. Queen Latifah. Yeah, and Jada Pinket. Girls Trip was a blockbuster? No. Tiffany Haddish, thank you. Did Girls Trip have a $100 million weekend? Not. Has she accomplished more than me? Hell yeah. But my point is, you're in a situation to where you are a celebrity. Not only are you a celebrity, but you're supposed to be this person who is all about making relationships better, making people better, all of that shit. Did y'all see when she had T.I. on? Did y'all see when she had Snoop Dogg on? How she was just on them niggas about hurting black women, hurting us? I felt so hurt. I felt so hurt when you said that, Snoop. I was just like, whoa, that energy. That was just, it was just so much as a woman. Yeah, as a woman, see, us women, we endure so much, we go through so much, bitch, you just going through a lot of dick. Facts. This is unfucking acceptable. It's unacceptable, man. It's like when you're talking about saying, hey, I'm going to be this person who's going to go out and talk about these things. But all the while, you sitting here fucking some other nigga with a whole husband. With a whole husband. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then the way she did it, and then the way they came out with it, and then the way she supposedly took responsibility for it, it's a disgrace. It's a slap in that man's face. I'm telling you like this. Any black man, I'm talking straight to the brothers. Any black man out there, if you have any type of money, mid to high 6 figures and up, don't get married. If you have any type of celebrity, if you have any type of power, if you have built any type of empire, I'm telling you, don't get married. Marriage is for broke niggas. Marriage, I'm talking walking down the aisle with the ring, going to the justice of the peace and saying, I do, yes to death do us part. That's for broke motherfuckers. People like me. I need to be married because I ain't got shit and I need to be with somebody who else ain't got shit, and together I too ain't got shit can equal some shit. Other than that, you young niggas, you football players, basketball players, next rapper, the next August Alsina, the next whatever, the next person right now that's coming, the next brother who's in his basement coming up with the next microchip, coming up with the next whatever that's going to change the world, don't get married. It serves you no purpose. You will not benefit at all. Go find you a foreign woman, have a kid with her, and bring her and the kid over here. She'll be an illegal alien, and your kid will be a citizen. Don't do it. Don't do no open relationship. Nope. Fuck that. If you want to be with somebody and you want a commitment, you get a marital contract. We are together, and if this person ever does this, or if I just want to wake up and say I'm out, this is what happens. You get this much, you get this, and I get that. That's it. Because at the end of the day, if somebody who is as substantial of a celebrity, as substantial as a star, as substantial as a man who has accomplished what Will Smith has accomplished, if his bitch ain't happy enough to where she gotta go while they marry, sleep with another nigga, and carry on with this nigga for 3-4 years, I don't know what to tell you. Ain't no motherfucking bitch gonna be safe. If Will Smith can't lock down a woman, can't nobody do it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And August Alsina ain't even a star like that. He's just not. I like his music. I ain't heard his new album, but I like that first one. I do like that first one. But all I'm saying is that dude, it wasn't like she was attracted to his celebrity. She was literally attracted to this nigga's dick. The picture's been going around, and all I see is these hoes putting up the August Alsina picture. If a nigga got a Mr. Snuffleupagus dick, every bitch is going. That's what it is. Facts. Don't matter if you Will Smith, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, Denzel Washington, it don't matter. A bitch will embarrass you and tear your ass down for some dick. It's literally just a matter of size. That's exactly what she's saying to everybody. That's it. That's exactly what she's saying. A woman will shit on you, embarrass you, and go fuck, in Will Smith's eyes, ain't shit nigga. This nigga has nothing and has done nothing to even scratch the surface of a Will Smith. And this bitch felt like she had to help him right. Bitch, you wasn't helping him. And I'm going to tell you like this. The shit that she did was so bogus because she know that nigga was in a bad place. If this was a man doing this shit to a woman, you know what y'all would be saying? He took advantage of her. Because I'm going to say this shit. She manipulated the fuck out of August Alsina. She knew that little young ass nigga at 23 years old was going to fall in love with her and fall hard. And she knew it. And she knew that she wasn't leaving her husband. Because if she wanted to, she could have. And she could have left, and it would have been to her advantage. She could have took half, she could have lived her life like it was golden and created a wonderful life with August Alsina. But you know why she didn't leave that motherfucker? Because it's Will Smith. August Alsina can't walk into the motherfucking Academy Awards and get a front row seat. August Alsina ain't being checked for on the red carpet at the Oscars. August Alsina ain't being checked for at the American Music Awards. He sits in the back. BET Awards, he's sitting maybe in the fourth row. with somebody. He got to be with a producer or somebody. I'm telling you, she literally is with this nigga because of who he is in the world. Fuck him as a person. Because any woman that got any type of conscience, any woman that has any type of moral compass, any woman that has any type of values wouldn't dare embarrass her husband like this on an international stage. This shit is all over the world. All over the fucking world. You right, fourth row is generous. Say what you want. Don't nobody know August Alsina. They know him more because of this. And here's some punk ass shit that he did. Nigga, you gonna come out with all this shit 4 years later, and you gonna come out with this shit right when your album drop. So you gonna fucking tear down this motherfucking man, embarrass this man, and all for the sake of you selling albums. You a whole ass nigga too. I don't give a fuck how sick you is. I don't give a fuck how hurt you been. I don't give a fuck how Jada done crushed you. You a whole ass nigga to embarrass and tear down another nigga, especially a black man, especially of a Will Smith stature and caliber. You a whole ass nigga to do some shit like that so you can sell some records, nigga. That's some bitch ass shit. Nigga, if you a real artist, if you really about your craft, nigga, sing your ass off and create some music. You got 27 songs. If your 27 songs can't make you a star, if your 27 songs can't get you to number 1 on the Billboard charts, nigga, to where your puss ass ain't got to come with no goddamn scandal, nigga, you ain't shit then. Put the mic down and pick up a broom, nigga. Go hop your ass in the back of a UPS truck. I'm so sick of niggas tearing other niggas down to try to get something. That's why niggas don't have shit. And all we doing along the way is clapping and laughing and ooh, ooh, ooh. Here go the juice. Ooh, let me make this meme. That's all we do. But we want everybody to respect us. We want everybody to believe in black love. But we see a bitch do some fuck shit like this, and then we don't say nothing about it except laugh. Key. Shit is ridiculous, man. Let's go ahead and watch this shit, though. I took out the little snippet of August Alsina talking about Jada Pinket, because this part is going to really show how this bitch took advantage of this nigga. This nigga was in a bad place. It's like you taking in you know how you see those dogs that's been neglected? A dog ain't ate, you see his ribs and shit. The dog been beat, the dog has been abused, don't trust nobody, is very frail at near death. You take that dog, befriend that dog, nurse that dog back to health, and then you do all of that, and then once you get that dog to where he's healthy and that dog is back on his feet, you put that dog right back out in the streets. That's exactly what this bitch did. Because all she wanted was some dick. She just wanted to feel good. Bitch, if you want to feel good, blow up a goddamn nightclub like that nigga did in Players Club. Don't take a young 27-year-old nigga, chew him up, ride his dick till you can't no more, and then spit him out. Look at how this nigga is. And that was pretty much it. Listen to Taste. He said, "Hell yeah, they be hitting on me when I'm in there, and when I'm in there, you in your 30s." That's all these old women do, and the only reason why they hit on younger men is because they have nothing to offer them but what? No strings attached, sex and money. Nigga, you can get this old pussy. And you can get a little money I got. I'll buy you something, a little something here, help you with your car note or something. I get that spoiler kit put on your Camaro. That's all they do. They have nothing else to offer you because they did not spend any time actually building relationships. They had no time committing to anything but their own wants. Fuck their needs, just the shit they want. And they choose the life of being an old hoe. I'm an old bitch that ain't doing nothing but fucking. Not an old prostitute. An old hoe. I'm just out here fucking old slut. Whatever it is. I got this one or two niggas that I've been fucking all into my late 30s and early 40s and shit until them niggas tired of me. Or we may keep carrying on. We argue every other weekend. I fall out with one or fall out with the other, and we just keep going back and forth, and that's it. We don't have any type of morals and values when it comes to relationships. We don't give a shit about nothing. We just trying to fuck and feel good. And we're trying to do it in a way to where we're not even having any type of respect about it for ourselves. Let's get into the nitty gritty though. And here's where the shit really went left.
This red table for me, just all the stuff that's going on in the press. I felt like it was important to come to the table to really clear the air. Somebody made a statement for me that wasn't a statement I made that went cray-cray.
And I'm going to tell you like this. If you look at this man's face, the fact that he went and he did what he did and he said what he said, the way he said it, he literally just did this because he had to. And it's like this. The shit was so fresh, even though he tried because of the time frame, he's not even worked through this yet. He halfway through it at best. Because, and ain't nobody saying, well, he didn't know, don't act like he didn't know. He knew. He knew about this. And he been carrying this shit. This his baggage that he's had to carry and deal with. It's a whole different scenario. And it hit different. He's an actor. So what the fuck does that mean, Steph? He's not a real person? You see what the fuck I mean? Making excuses. Women ain't shit. You're trying to just, you are, and here's what I'm saying. The fact that you're bringing up things like that, he's an actor. He could be acting. It's not that you're not acknowledging what she did. You're trying to literally lawyer for this bitch and build a case for her by throwing out additional caveats. It's just like a lawyer who has a murder victim on trial and say, well, there were no fingerprints on the gun. Well, there were other people that were mad at him too. Yeah, but she was covered in his blood, and even though there weren't any fingerprints on the gun, they still show the 32 knife wounds and the knife that she had in her possession when they caught her. Yeah, but there were gunshots. Well, there could have been someone else in the room. That's what you're doing. You're throwing out the extra shit to literally try to help lessen the blow of what the fuck she did. And that's so fucked up. Because ain't nobody ever went and said that for a man. Oh, well, Kobe was cheating on his wife. Well, maybe Vanessa didn't let Kobe fuck in the ass. Did you hear niggas say that? Did you hear niggas at any point in time say, well, Kobe did have anal sex with the girl. Maybe Vanessa didn't let Kobe fuck her in the ass, which is why he fucked her in the ass because she let him and then just changed it all around. No, but that's what women do. That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. They want to try to throw out as many additional. That's why they always say, I was raped when I was a kid. I was hurt when I was young. I was broken. I had child abuse. I had spousal abuse that I never worked through. My mama hated me. My daddy didn't love me. He wasn't there. I had so many things that happened to me as a kid. I was the light-skinned girl and all of the dark-skinned girls. They will come up with any and everything to try to lessen their actions or the gravity of their actions. That's exactly what they do. And what's so fucked up is that they all chime in and do it. And you know why they do it? It's because they want to condone this fuck shit. Because they ain't shit. They ain't shit. And men, let me tell y'all something. This is what the fuck it is. Don't try to say or try to think, oh, well, well, you know, man, I mean, I get it, but it's sometimes fucked up, man. And wait, you said my mic went low? Shit, my mic do look like it's low. I ain't getting nothing on my damn mic. Check. There it goes. That better? Damn, that was fucked up. I just saw that shit too. Mic check. There we go. Yeah, it did just seem like it just got low as fuck. It wasn't nothing registering. Is that good now? There we go. All right. Let me double check it over here and see what I can make sure I can hear what I can hear. Yeah. But that shit was crazy. It's like to have somebody just try to make up shit and just try to consistently do shit. It's like I just don't understand why a motherfucker would try to just add shit that had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with her actions. She was the one that did this shit. What the fuck is wrong with my goddamn audio? Is that better? Mic check. 1. Hello. Yo. Yo. 1 2. Mic check. 1 2. Mic check. 1 2. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that shit. It's fucked up. Big time. All right. I'll try my best to just get through it. But let me try to get back to where I was. I don't remember, but let's just play this.
And one of the reasons why
I know what I was talking about, how women make excuses or add extra shit onto this shit. Men, I'm telling you right now, this is the game. This is the game. And if you think that women will stop doing this shit, I promise you they won't. The women that are championing this shit, just listen to how women respond to this shit. I'm telling you like this, man. If you really, really honest and truly want to just really understand what the fuck women really be on, just watch how they react to this shit. Ask them their opinions about it. Ask them what they think about it. And just let them talk about it. Because you'll hear what it is they say. You'll see what it is they post on their social media about shit. If they don't mention it, don't bring it up, but don't talk about it, it lets you know what it is. It lets you know how they feel about it. Because the fact that that's silence is golden. When a motherfucker don't condemn the shit that they doing, that lets you know that they cool with it. That they either have done it or they will do it. And they're okay with a motherfucker doing this shit. That's one of the reasons that's one of the reasons why I came and did this shit. Because even though other motherfuckers done talked about it, other motherfuckers done did shows about it, the point is this. If I'm talking about the relationship rehab, becoming better versions of ourselves, rehabbing ourselves, being better men, better women, better husbands, better wives, if I'm talking about that shit and don't talk about this shit here, I'm full of shit too. I'm full of shit too.
I wanted to come to the table is the media, the headlines. We specifically never said anything.
Yes.
We were purposely not saying anything. Any headline that says Jada said or Will said or the Smith said is not true. We specifically never said anything.
Right.
So coming to the table was like.
So it's like this. This lets you know that he knew, she knew, August knew, and whether he was with the shits or not, whether he was okay with it or not, this lets you know that there was a hey, what's happened has happened, and we ain't talking about this shit. We ain't acknowledging this shit in the media. We ain't bringing this shit to the light. We ain't speaking our truths. We not doing none of this shit. Because at the end of the day, Will Smith could have came forward and dogged Jada ass. Oh, but he didn't, did he? And then, as far as damage control, because obviously Jada chose a good dick, but she didn't choose a smart enough nigga to fuck as a side dude. You saw what the fuck, you saw who really started to blow this shit up and let this shit leak. And if a nigga mad because Will may have been blocking opportunities for this nigga, if a nigga mad because people didn't like him because they felt more for Will than they did his ass, then nigga, that's why you shouldn't have fucked with her in the first place. You don't fuck with a motherfucker's man's wife. You just don't. And any nigga that do, whatever you get, nigga, you deserve it. Straight up. And I say the same thing for women. You fuck with another bitch husband, whatever that bitch giving you, you got it coming. Fuck that shit. Just like you want somebody to respect you, you need to respect yourself, and you need to respect them motherfuckers' commitment. Whether they want to or not, whether they have an arrangement or not. Arrange yourself out of your marriage since you got so many fucking arrangements, bitch. You got so many partnerships, then leave. Take your red table and get the fuck out that man's house.
Like, we just felt like it got to the point where you got to say something.
Yeah, and to stop that cycle.
Yeah.
You know, there's people's feelings involved.
Right.
You do notice ain't no wedding rings on either one of their fingers. Just saying.
Right.
You know, and at the end of the day.
And look at that man. That nigga ain't got no clean shave for this show or nothing. Look at his face. That lets you know that that nigga is, and it's not a thing that Will is like. Will is an adult, and he's working through shit, and he dealing with this shit. And yes, there's a part of him that is it's not so much as the hurt piece, it's the embarrassment piece. Do y'all realize that this nigga, for the rest of his life, this shit will be out? It's the embarrassing piece. Do you realize, I'm going to tell you one of the things I did many years ago. I literally polled about 20 women. And I polled them and I said, let me ask you ladies something. Would you rather be physically beaten by your man or be cheated on by your man and everybody know? You know what every last one of them women said? I'd rather take the ass whooping. I'd rather take the physical abuse because I wouldn't want them to know. Because my business being out there, the embarrassment of it. I'd rather take, and even one of the women said they would rather take the physical abuse and lie about why they eye black, why they arm broke, why they got a cracked rib. They would rather lie about that than to face the embarrassment of their friends, the bitch that's fucking them, and all of the shit that comes with it. They would rather deal with the physical abuse of their own body than to deal with the public humiliation and embarrassment of somebody doing that. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I'm just saying, when you think about somebody that's willing to deal with that over having something done to their body physically, they would rather have their body broken than to have somebody know what's being done to them. It's crazy.
I don't like how all of this came to be. But that doesn't matter. It's all love, honestly. And I would usually not, you know, that would be something I wouldn't comment on at all.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like it's a situation that I consider private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business. Yeah.
But
And that's my thing. It is people's business. Because y'all made it people's business. And even the fact that August went forward with this shit, the fact that you carried on with this shit, it's crazy. You did all of this shit and you let all this shit go on. You let all this shit happen. And I get it. But now that the shit is out, this is your bad, Jada. And I would expect, my expectation would be, for whatever reason it is, whatever it is I did, whatever it is I said, I did this. August may have put it out there. August may have brought the shit to light. This is my bad. This is my L. I accept full responsibility for this. I have not only embarrassed myself, I've embarrassed my children. I've embarrassed my husband. I've embarrassed my family's name. She ain't falling on the sword because she's just making it seem like this was an entanglement, something that happened a while ago, and now it's over. She ain't not once said what I just said. I'm sorry for embarrassing you, my family, my friends, my children, and myself. She ain't said that. And until she do, motherfuck her.
Yeah. But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
But, you know, I feel like it's healing that needs to happen.
No, it ain't healing, bitch. You got to accept the responsibility first. When you go into the emergency room, the doctor don't say, well, you know, you should just lay here and just heal. No, the doctor assesses the situation, he assesses what's wrong with you, and then he addresses the issue. And then if it's a bullet wound, if it's a knife wound, he then stitches you up. Now that I've addressed the issue, now that I've seen the problem, I've acknowledged, hey, we have a gunshot wound to the stomach. Hey, we have a knife wound to the thigh. Now I see where the problem is. I go in, correct whatever needs to be corrected, then I stitch it up. Now you heal. I just don't bring you into the emergency room and just say, yeah, we just need to heal. Let's just quiet this person down. Let's just put this person in a nice room, give them a morphine drip, and just let their wounds heal on their own without the attention of the doctor. Let's just do that.
And I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
Even though this is minuscule, I do feel like
it ain't minuscule. You see how she's trying to diminish this shit? Bitch, you done embarrassed this man. Look at that man's face. He looking at her like, bitch, this ain't minuscule. You let this fuck shit get out. You and your nigga. You and your nigga. You and your side dude, y'all carried the fuck on, took pictures, all this fuck shit, and y'all put this shit out here. That whole ass nigga who ain't motherfucking had a hit in 5 years used you and your relationship to motherfucking promote his album. He's a ain't shit nigga, bitch, and he's yours. And y'all embarrass me in doing it.
it's these kinds of things that create the world that we're in, and the idea of not communicating, not talking about it, not clearing the air, and just being as transparent.
And my thing is this. If you're such a transparent bitch, if you're such a transparent motherfucker standing in their truth, why the fuck ain't this red table happen before? You such a fucking relationship healer. You're such a fucking, oh, we're gonna do this and use this platform to bring forth the truth, to help us become better people, to talk about the things that need to be talked about. Where was this shit at then? Why wasn't this red table one of the first ones? Why wasn't this red table the one before this one? Or the one before that one? What had to take place was a young nigga trying to sell some records to put your business out there. And then when you come out here, you're still sidestepping this shit.
Just being transparent.
And I'm here with you.
Yeah, I thank you for that, because you've been on a hell of a journey with me. So that's what we're going to start with. This is a very personal journey.
Yeah.
That became very public.
Yes, absolutely.
And look at how she's smiling. She's not showing any remorse. She's not showing, here's the word. Here is the word. She's not showing any shame for embarrassing this man. None whatsoever. Did you see when motherfucking Tiger Woods, he had to publicly apologize, say he was sorry, said he had a sex problem. When you talk about motherfucking DJ Envy, he was just sorry. He shouldn't have done it. He didn't know. He was a little boy and he was just trying to make his way through life and didn't realize what he was doing. Jay-Z, even on his album 444, talked about all that shit. He even apologized to all of the bitches he fucked over. This bitch, it's been a journey. You've been on a journey with me, haven't you? It's just, this entanglement has just really been something. Kobe Bryant had to say he was sorry to the tune of a $5 million re-ringing of this bitch. He had to go get his wife another ring worth $5 million. The Hope Diamond. He got that motherfucking, Kobe had to dive to the bottom of the Laurentian abyss and come back with the goddamn Hope Diamond and had it sized and put on this motherfucker's ring to put on her finger to say, I'm sorry. Here's the Hope Diamond. Jack died from it. I may die from it too, but here you go. Rose threw it away, but I went and got it.
Absolutely.
For whatever reason.
So what happened, Jada?
Okay, so let's start with, I guess about 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Started I think.
So that lets you know he knew.
It was about 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. Started a friendship with August. Mm-hmm. And we actually became really, really good friends. Mm-hmm. And it all started with.
And here's my thing with that. I always say this, and I'm telling y'all right now, men and women can't be friends. Men and women ain't meant to be friends. Really good friends, really close friends, and I'm going to tell you why. Platonic friendships don't exist. Unless a motherfucker unless a motherfucker is gay, it don't exist. Because at some point in time, because of how we're genetically and biologically made, one or the other, one of the two, if not both, will eventually catch feelings. It happens. It naturally happens. Men are supposed to lie with women. They are supposed to be together. They are supposed to come together to procreate. They are genetically made to have an attraction towards one another. They are genetically made to want to fuck each other. That's what it is. All of that, if your motherfucking girl, if your wife, your friend got a motherfucking nigga, or your nigga got a motherfucking bitch, that's his friend, we just good friends, we real close, we been friends since high school. Trust and believe that one of them wants to fuck the other. That's a fact. It's just naturally, it's the natural attraction. Some women will be friends with a nigga and want, because they know they ain't that fine, or because they know this nigga got plenty of other cold ass bitches that's colder than them, they'll try to get in the friend zone lane to hope one day that nigga be weak enough to drop that dick off on them. I'll be the pussy all the way on the side just waiting whenever, if you ever want to just fuck me once or twice. I mean, we just friends. We ain't got to do nothing else. We ain't got to be together, none of that. As soon as that nigga have a bad night, or as soon as that nigga get drunk and he want to fuck, she gonna be with it because she wanted him anyway. Same thing with a motherfucking woman. That dude that's on the side, that, oh, he just friends, I would never see her like that. She like my sister. Bullshit. That nigga that's hanging around your girl, that nigga that's hanging around your wife, that's been around since they was kids, that nigga wanna fuck. If he ain't fucking her, he want to. He's just waiting on her to give him the go ahead. I'm telling you, I don't play that shit. We just friends. Bullshit. I don't have no motherfucking girlfriends hanging around, and my wife ain't gonna have no guy friends hanging around. Fuck that. That shit is dangerous. Somebody's gonna wind up either fucking somebody or wanting to fuck somebody. That's what it is. That whole, oh, we just like brothers and sisters. Bullshit. That bitch that's hanging around your man that's been around since they was in college, that bitch wanna fuck your man. If that bitch gets the opportunity to fuck your nigga, she will. She will stay friends with him just in hopes of one day fucking that nigga. And she won't say a word until she can't hold her mule no more and then caught too many feelings. It is what it is. Platonic friends are a fucking myth. That friend that she tell you, oh, he bisexual. He like dick more than he like pussy. I mean, he done fucked one or two girls. Right. That's why he your friend. And the minute you have a bad night, the minute you done had too much wine, you done drank too much of that, what is that shit, that box of wine called, that Franza? You done had too much of that. Or you know, that nigga done had a bad night or whatever the fuck may be. His boy done got shot and he come to your house crying, he gonna try to fuck. That's what men and women do. It's natural. Men and women like to fuck each other. That one time that she saw her best friend, that's a dude, that one time she saw that dick and she been wanting it ever since. She just don't want to fuck up the relationship. She just hoping that one day he'll drop it off to her. That's why she hanging around. Believe it. And some of them will even be fucking quietly on the low. Just call me whenever. Let me know when. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'll hold my mule. I'll keep our secret. And we'll just fuck every now and again. Yeah, okay. Fuck around if you want to. Then when a nigga find out, blow your brains out. Don't be mad. Don't be talking about he ain't have to do that. When that bitch catch your ass and she blow your brains out, kill your best friend, y'all was good girlfriends until she found out you was fucking her man or fucking her husband and she stabbed your ass 78 times, bitch, don't be mad. You had it coming.
If him just needing some help, you know.
And if he needed some help, bitch, you ain't no motherfucking psychiatrist. Send that nigga to some help. I'm sure you know Dr. Phil. Bring his ass on the red table and send his punk ass home.
Oh, me wanting to help his health, his mental state.
Because for me, that was the thing when Og first came around, he was really sick.
He was really sick, yeah.
And the outpouring for him from our family was initially about his health.
Yeah. And
it was about his health because she wanted to get that dick healthy enough to fuck it. Plain and simple. Bitch, you knew. And here's my thing. Here's why this shit frustrates me so much. Because there's always, and y'all tell me if I'm lying. Women and men, tell me if I'm lying. There's always that moment that you have where you know I'm gonna get this nigga some pussy. Not when, but when you have made the decision to say, I'll get this nigga some pussy. Just tell me that if I'm lying. There's a point, men. You know that moment that you have where you look at that chick and you be like, yeah, she can get it. I'll give her some dick. Not that you want to yet. I ain't talking about that part where you actually desire the motherfucker. I'm talking about where you have that moment where you say, I like this nigga. I'll give him some pussy. Not before you even start liking them, you start digging on them, you done caught feelings and now you're too far gone. Tell me if I'm lying, if there is not a moment, every nigga you done fucked, every bitch you done hit, you have a moment where you know you'd give it to him or you let him have it. Just tell me if I'm lying or not. We all know it because you have that moment where you know situation is right. Not to say that you gonna do it today. Not to say that you it's gonna happen, but you have a moment where you know you will go. You got bitches that you know, I ain't gonna never fuck that bitch. I'm good on her. You got there women that know nigga, I'll never get that nigga some pussy. No, I do not like that nigga. Y'all know it, but you have the moments where you know, yeah, I get that nigga some. If the situation was right, we stranded in a car somewhere, or if I'm stranded on the side of the road and it's a storm outside, my husband out of town, or my wife is out of town and she come by, or he just so happen to need somebody to talk to, it could happen. You know that there is a moment where that happens. And as a married woman, as a married man, when you have that moment where you know they could get it, not that you gonna do it, that should put you in a mode to where you keep yourself out of that situation to where you are ever in a situation where you can be compromised with that motherfucker. Plain and simple. That nigga that you like, that's your husband's friend. That nigga that you like, that's your cousin's homie. All that shit. Keep yourself out of that situation. You go over to your cousin's house for a girls' night out, and that nigga there, you need to leave. Because you're coming over there with your box of Franzia wine, and you know what the fuck gonna happen, or what could happen. And the fact that you continue and you go down that road, that means you entertaining that shit. And when it do happen, I was just drunk and I had a bad time and I was in a bad space. Bullshit. You knew you was gonna fuck that nigga. Jada knew she was gonna, like he said, that nigga was coming around, he was sick, you was helping him mentally, physically, teaching him how to eat right, teaching him how to talk right, all that bullshit fine. Bitch, you got a glimpse of, felt of that nigga dick and you wanted in. Period. You knew that you could manipulate this nigga because he was so young and because he was in a spot to where he didn't have nobody. You was with it. It was to your advantage. You took advantage of the nigga because of his situation. Plain and simple.
I mean, we found all those different resources, you know, to help pull him through. And from there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
So that means you get into a difficult time, you can go and fuck this nigga? That's what that means? Is that the gateway to fucking another motherfucker? When you have so if you have a difficult time with your spouse, then you fix it by going to fuck someone else. That's your green light. That's your justification. That's your reason. That's what we're saying. My thing is this. If you're having a bad time and you're having a down point, you're in a valley. I've been in valleys my damn self. In one right now. I don't want to go fuck another bitch because that's gonna help me. Because it ain't. It ain't gonna do shit. It may make me feel good in the moment, but it ain't gonna help my goddamn marriage. It ain't gonna help my goddamn wife. The fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
And we decided.
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
And here's my thing for this point here. And I'm gonna get to their marriage in a second. Black folks, niggas, people, white folks, Hispanic folks, when you are in a position or in a state where you don't love that person no more, you don't want to be with that person no more, get a fucking divorce and leave. Fuck that separate shit. Leave. Go. And if y'all find each other again 4 years later, fine, get married again. But why not just break the commitment so you can go do what you want to do? Why do you have to dishonor the commitment? Why do you have to disrespect the marriage? Why do you have to embarrass each other by doing your fuck shit? See? There we go. Another one. Moni Candy. Will got his entanglements too. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Bring them out. Bring them out. Show me, like I said earlier in the show, you may have just got here. Like I said earlier in the show, show me again the bitch that got an album coming out and talking about she was fucking Will Smith for 4 years and she been with him and gave her entire self to him and he butchered her when they broke up. Show me that bitch and then we got something to talk about. Black folks don't know when, and white folks too, motherfuckers period, don't know when to just fucking leave. Let my heart break. It's inevitable. I will get over it. I'll fix myself at some point. Let me leave. Prove it, Steph. All you doing now is talking hearsay. Prove it. And I'm telling you like this. Here's how I know that Jada's full of shit. Because if Will was fucking other bitches, especially when they were in a bad place, this would be nothing but the best supporting evidence possible to bring up as to why she did it. This would be it. And let me tell you, of all people who would know if Will is fucking around, it's gonna be Jada. And if she had dirt on this nigga, this would be the reason why we were both having extramarital affairs. Wouldn't that be the greatest excuse possible for her? Yes, it would be. She ain't got shit on him. Like motherfucking them feds when they locked up Scarface. You ain't got nothing on me. What do you got? Nothing. You got nothing on me. That's exactly what this shit was. If she had any infidelity shit on him, now would be the time to put it out there. Because here's what it would have done. It would have made what August Alsina did null and void. It would have been, you did it, I did it, we good, we moved on. We don't know what the fuck is wrong with August Alsina. He tripping, he needs some help. Let's go ahead and we gonna keep living our life. Us is great. You good, I'm good, we happy. Can't y'all see us at the red table loving on each other? You would see that. They wouldn't be at the red table, they would be at the red couch. Do you understand that how they're sitting at this table, they're sitting as adversaries? His side, her side? Do you not see that? They're not even remotely close to each other. And that ain't no camera angle shit. You can shoot a scene just like that where y'all are closer together, holding hands, sitting on the red couch. I don't fucking know. If there was any type of real, honest, hey, we love each other and we done both had our discrepancies and we there and we good and we here, then they would do it. They would show it. You would see it. What you see here is a bitch who ain't got no shame and a nigga who is suffering because his bitch fucked him over.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time and you go figure out how to make yourself happy.
You go figure out how to make yourself happy, not go fuck another nigga. I would say if that was their agreement, he would have put that in right here. You go figure out how to make yourself happy. And I remember when Will Smith did that video where he talked about him and his wife and how he said, I am not responsible for your happiness. You need to figure out what it is that makes you happy and you need to go do that thing. Not go fuck that thing, but go do that thing.
And I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time.
Do y'all not remember that shit? I remember that shit clear as day. And that was roughly 4-5 years ago when he did that shit. And he was cool. He was right as rain on that shit. It is not his responsibility to make you happy. I say that all the time. You want somebody else in your life who is going to share in your already established happiness and enhance it, not create it. The purpose of sharing a life with somebody, having a life partner, being engaged, being in marriage, being in a relationship, it is to share your life with that person, and they are there to enhance the happiness that you have already established. That's what it's there for. And that's why when she decided to do this whole red table thing, that nigga supported her 1000%. He even said, I let her have our fucking dream house that we decided to build. I let her have it and turn it into a fucking studio to do her thing because I love my wife and I want her to be happy. Now, black bitches be the main ones talking about don't no man uplift, uphold, or support black women. This nigga does that very same thing. And what does she do? She turns the house into a studio and she goes and finds the biggest dick on the West Coast and sleeps with it. That's what makes her happy. The red table talk and Mr. Snuffleupagus in the pants. And ain't nobody calling this bitch out. And I mean calling this bitch out by saying calling this bitch a bitch that she is. That's some foul shit she did. And niggas always talking about black love. Well, this bitch is destroying it. And the fact that people ain't talking about this shit is the reason why black love is some shit we gotta hashtag. We gotta dedicate groups to it.
It was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over.
And my thing is, at that point, you should have been, Will. And I see you see that shit now. I bet you your ass wish you'd have been over with now. Sometimes, man, and hear me, that's why I said men who got money, got power, got some stature, all that shit, don't get married. Don't. Because you want to be able to leave this shit. You shouldn't have to be forced to suck this shit up and stay with this shit. Same thing for women. Women, keep yourself in a position where you can take care of yourself so when a nigga do fuck around on you, you can just fucking leave. Women that got money, women that got stature, women that got some shit, stay by your goddamn self. Don't fucking get married. Because when a nigga shit on you, you can be out. Yeah, nigga can cry and propose to your ass in front of your friends and family. Fuck all that shit. Take the ring and just be engaged. I love you too. Let's just stay together. Real talk.
You know,
We were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
Bitch, it ain't no different type of entanglement. You started fucking another man. And and here's my thing. Y'all motherfuckers are really trying to make this word entanglement mean an affair. It doesn't. An entanglement means you got some cords that's wrapped up with each other. I got cords here on the floor that I would call an entanglement of cords. I have cords that are wrapped up that are entangled. See, I can't just pull these motherfuckers. Well, actually, I can pull these motherfuckers apart, but I got plenty of cables and cords down here that are entangled. They're not fucking each other. The fuck out my face on the internet. And y'all motherfuckers trying to be cool with that shit. It's an entanglement. No, bitch. You was fucking another nigga. That's what you did. And that's what she should have said. I started sleeping with another man. Even though, Will, we were separated, I made a huge mistake and started sleeping with another man. Just like women will make all these other niggas say the shit. That shit is ridiculous, man. Call a thing so that you can actually work through it. As opposed to trying to sidestep it. I got into something different and it was an entanglement. Women, tell me this. You tell me this. You find out your man fucking another bitch. You find out a man fucking your sister, fucking your cousin, fucking your best friend. And that nigga tell you, I ain't fucking her, babe. We just got into an entanglement. That's gonna be cool with you? You gonna be like, nah, tell me what you did. You gonna let your man tell you that he was in an entanglement instead of a fucking relationship or instead of a fucking affair? And this ain't even no bitch, this ain't even no nigga, she done motherfucking just fucked once. Oh, we had a one night stand and that was it. She was carrying on with this nigga and calling it an entanglement. Bitch, you was in a full-blown relationship with this nigga. You just heard how August Alsina talked about her. That ain't no one-sided shit. Right, treating this shit like it's a goddamn Facebook post. Your marital status, it's complicated. Entanglement, divorced, married, separated, single. The fuck out of here. That shit is terrible, man. She's disrespecting him, her whole platform about truth. She's disrespecting their marriage. And she's embarrassing this motherfucker because this bitch don't have no shame. And that's the problem.
With August. And one thing I want to get clear about and clean up, one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is, you know, the only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes.
Exactly. Myself. So, bitch, that lets you know again, you were in full control. And you manipulated the situation for your own personal gratification, satisfaction, fulfillment, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You wanted to get yourself filled and you manipulated the situation to do it. And you did. But don't sit here now and try to sidestep it and not acknowledge the fact that you carried on with this nigga for 3, 4, 5 years and thought the shit was an entanglement. No, bitch. It was a full-fledged affair that you had while you were married to your fucking husband. Period. And if you were done, you should have left. And just like he said he was done, Will, you should have fucking left this bitch. Move on, nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah. But what August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission because we were separate.
No. August was talking some bullshit because that's some shit you fed him, bitch. That's why he said that shit. You told him, and he may have even had a moment where he was conflicted. And I bet you this bitch, as she was stroking that big old dick of his, was like, no, Will is cool with it. We don't fuck. We don't have sex. He ain't touched me in years. How many times have you heard that? How many times have married men and married women alike said that? Knowing all the while they fucking they mate. And they talking about, we don't have sex no more. Oh, he don't even touch me no more. He don't even look at me like that no more. How many times have you heard that? How many times have people said that? It's a fucking lie. You ain't gonna be sleeping in the house, in the bed with a motherfucker you done been with for years and y'all ain't having no sex? Come on, man. See? Here go another one. Dylan said Will Smith was too small. She wanted to feel. Actually said fail. What the fuck does that mean, man? My thing is this, Dylan, if that bitch wanted a bigger dick, then get a divorce and go get you one. Go. You ain't came in 20 years? Leave, bitch. Don't stay. Nigga, the pussy ain't good. The walls ain't tight no more. Get the fuck out. Stop trying to make this shit to where, oh, well, if you ain't getting satisfied, then you can go fuck around. That ain't the case because you know why? Niggas is never satisfied. A bitch will never be satisfied. That shit shouldn't even be brought up. It's not even a fucking factor. He had a bigger dick, so, you know, she wanted to feel that. I get it. The fuck you mean? Why the fuck do we make that shit? Is sex important in a relationship? Abso-fucking-lutely. Bitch, if you ain't satisfied in the bed, get the fuck out. His dick is too small? Leave, bitch. Just like you man enough to say, I can go jump on another dick, be man enough to have your own shit to where you can go and live your fucking life then, ho. Nigga, she ain't got a fat enough ass for you? Her ass ain't big enough? Then nigga, take your punk ass on and go leave. Go get you another fat ass bitch that got the biggest ass you can find. Fuck you gonna cheat on this bitch for just because her ass ain't fat enough? That's stupid. And niggas will bring that shit up and try to justify that shit. They mention it like it matters. And if you a woman that ain't gonna go get your own, you are the weak bitch. You are. You're the weak bitch. You're the dumb bitch. You're the ain't shit bitch. That nigga that embarrasses his wife or embarrasses his girl to go and fuck a rat-faced bitch just because she got a fat ass or because she gag on the dick, you a whole ass nigga. You are the weak nigga. The fact that you embarrass your motherfucking significant other who you made a commitment to on a fucking international stage because he was hurt and broken and I felt the need to fix him, but he had this monstrous dick that I wanted to. It was just a win-win situation. You a ain't shit bitch. I don't give a fuck if you worth 50 million or not. This bitch net worth is 50 million. Will Smith net worth is like 600 million or some shit like that. Go and get your own shit and get the fuck out. Or 60 million. That nigga ain't no billionaire. Or 200 million or some shit. I don't know what the fuck it was. I looked it up the other day. Let me look it up so I can be right on my goddamn numbers. Shit is in fucking insane. Will Smith net worth, I'm sorry, 250 million. 250 million, nigga. 50 million, bitch. Bitch, that's enough. Go live your life. You can you can be laid up with August Alsina right now, being the muse for his album, 27 songs about Jada. Get the fuck out, y'all. Because what y'all doing is y'all setting a bad precedent. Y'all are setting a bad example for other motherfuckers to even attempt to follow. Niggas ain't got no fucking relationships to look up to in the first goddamn place. And y'all the same first two motherfuckers out, we've got it figured out. And all y'all doing is the same fuck shit they doing in the projects right now. It's a woman right now fucking some side nigga while she married to this nigga in this nigga's house. talking about this my friend, I'm helping him, and you fucking him all along while this nigga going out busting his ass to motherfucking make sure you got a good life to live. Like a goddamn soap opera. Leave, motherfuckers. We too old for this shit.
Separated amicably.
Yeah.
Separated amicably.
And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker, which he's not.
I think.
No, bitch. You are. You manipulated this shit. And that's where she again should have been like, this is my fault. I chose this nigga. I chose this shit. I did this in spite of what we were going through. This was not the right thing to do, Will, and I'm sorry. On national TV, I've apologized to you at our home. I've apologized to you in the car, in our bed, whatever the fuck. I'm apologizing to you now because I orchestrated this. I am the conductor in this shit. I directed this fucked up movie and forced you to play a part in it that you didn't want to, obviously. That's what a real bitch would say. That's what a real woman would say. That is what accountability and responsibility looks like. Not this bullshit here that she's smiling and kikiing and trying to make light of. Bitch, you fucking embarrassed this man beyond motherfucker to the highest of embarrassment, bitch. You fucked a motherfucking B-list R&B singer for your own fucking enjoyment. You manipulated that young motherfucker, and then you let all the shit get out because this nigga fell in love with your ass, and you knew the nigga was broken when you was fucking with him, and you took it even further, and you got into that nigga emotions, and you put yours into it too, because you wanted to feel good. You selfish, ungrateful hoe. Yes, I said that.
So, I mean, because this is your red table and you like brought yourself to the red table. I think
I can tell you what a real woman is, Dylan. A real woman is a woman who accepts responsibility and accountability for their actions. Bam. Same thing for a real man. That's exactly what it is.
you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with...
That's not an entanglement. Bitch, you got into an affair. The fuck is y'all talking about? Why the fuck is she? And the fact that he went along with this shit, I'd have been like, man, hold on, Jada. Fuck that shit. I know Will was trying to... He can't say it because if he say it, then everybody gonna get on. He ain't have to talk to her like that. That was wrong for him to say that. Nah, fuck that. He should have been like, wait, hold on, Jada. Hold the fucking phone. Now look here. You didn't get into no entanglement. You got into an affair with this man that lasted for over 4 years. Say that. Since we at the red table, bitch. Say what the fuck it is.
August, that's what I said.
No.
An entanglement?
An entanglement.
Yes.
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 A relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship.
You hear that shit?
August, that's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yet, I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker, which he's not.
I think, so, I mean, because this is your red table and you like brought yourself to the red table. I think you need to say clearly what happened.
And he's asking for it right there. He's asking for her to do the shit that she champions. This is her at her red table, and she won't be responsible or accountable. Do y'all remember when she had fucking T.I. and Tiny on this motherfucker? No respect. She wanted to hold that motherfucker to the fire. She wanted to hold Snoop feet to the fire. But she did nothing with this, with her own self, at her own table. Do y'all not see the fucking hypocrisy here? And people ain't calling this shit out? Bitch, you at your own red table, and you are insisting on not saying what it is you did. You want to try to smooth it over. You know what she's doing? She's finessing the situation. She's politicking right now in front of all of y'all. And to me, it's disrespectful. Because, bitch, you're telling us you're something that you're not. Plain and simple. I remember, and I'm going to tell you this, just to say, so it won't look like, oh, he just bashing women and just talking about bad about. Nope. I remember a long time ago, a few years back, and you can even go look this up. Ayanna Van Zant and Oprah fell out. Ayanna Van Zant was Team Oprah. Oprah literally put this bitch on. Literally put her on. I mean, everything that bitch had was because of Oprah. Her and Oprah fell out. Ego is what fucked up their relationship. Oprah was fucking Oprah, and bitch, you thought that you was just as big, or if not, could be bigger than Oprah. That's what you thought. And you went and you started going around, you bit the hand that fed you, you fucked your girl over, and you talked bad about it and all that shit, and y'all fell out, y'all wasn't friends no more. But years later, Ayanna Van Zant came back on Oprah's show and literally apologized and took accountability for the fuck shit she did and the way she behaved. And she told Oprah, you right. It was all my ego. I thought that I was the shit, essentially. It's not verbatim what she said, but she literally took accountability for how she was behaving. And she told Oprah, Oprah ain't had nothing to, because Oprah was like, I always wanted to know, what did I do? Tell me the thing that I did that made us have this disconnect and fall out. What did I do? And she told Oprah flat out, it wasn't you. It was not you. Yeah, I can go back and look over little things and say it was that thing. She said, but it wasn't. It was me and my ego. I was so full of myself. And she just basically said, I thought I was that bitch. I had Barbara Walters getting me a deal at CBS. I had book deals. I had money. I was a celebrity. Everybody knew my name. I felt like Norman Cheers, bitch. And she literally just told her that. It wasn't you. It was me. She took accountability and responsibility for them falling the fuck out. And they was able to rebuild after that. And the bitch is on her goddamn channel to this day. That's what it was. She literally came out and just said, this is what it was. I take responsibility for what I did and the way I behaved, because that's what essentially fucked up our relationship. Bitch, here's what you need to do. Here's what it was. Regardless of the space I was in, regardless of how hurt I was, regardless of how I wanted to feel good, I fucking had a relationship outside of our marriage. I had an affair with this man for over 4 years because it was just what I wanted to do. I was selfish, I was manipulative, and I fucking embarrassed you, our family, and our children. And I disrespected our commitment. That's what the fuck a real woman would say if she's taking responsibility for her actions. She ain't got to use my words, but she damn sure wouldn't be using words like entanglement. Oh, it is an entanglement. And Will is sitting there hitting the table, literally doing that, pointing it out. I need you to tell me what you did. And what did she say? He was in entanglement. That is not exactly what she did.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going.
I think he also wanted to make it clear that which he's not.
I think so. I mean, because this
Here
is
we
your
go.
red table, and you like brought yourself to the red table. I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far
He said clearly, not alluding to, not leaving it out there, not sort of mentioning. He said clearly and concise. Did you fuck this man? Yes. Was you fucking this man? Yes. Was you with this nigga for 4 years plus? Yes. That's clear and concise. That's why he said what he said the way he said it. I need you to be clear. Clear. Not muddy, not vaguely. He asked for clear, she gave him vague.
as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah.
Take our space, not take other dicks. Take our space, not take other pussy.
And then I got into an entanglement with.
And he's going to, and when she said entanglement, he's going to come back with it like entanglement. Tell me this. When have you ever, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, when have you ever heard of somebody having an affair and they called it an entanglement? I'll wait. Tell me when you've heard of an affair with another person, man or woman alike, an affair being mentioned as an entanglement. In a court? On a soap opera? On another show? I've never heard this shit. She's literally trying to finesse the situation and make some shit up. An entanglement. And I'm telling you, let another motherfucking man tell a woman that. You was fucking this other bitch. Hold on now. I wasn't fucking her. We were in an entanglement. That's different. What the fuck you mean you was in an entanglement? Motherfucker, you was fucking this bitch. I just saw you. You was fucking the bitch on the tape. I seen the bitch sucking your dick. Whoa. That's not correct. I was not fucking her, and we did not have an affair. I was in an entanglement. Is that acceptable, ladies? Can your man tell you that he was in an entanglement and you good with it? This shit is unheard of. This bitch is trying to literally fabricate a whole new realm of fucking around like a hoe would do.
August, that's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes.
She wouldn't even call it a fucking relationship until he forced the issue. I'm telling you right now, I understand that Will Smith has his celebrity and Will Smith is trying and he has a career and he got children and all that shit. But man, your kids are grown, bro. And at the end of the day, you should at the very least, especially in your own motherfucking house, be respected. And if my wife said some fuck shit like that to me, I would be like, hold the fucking phone. You ain't gonna minimize and try to diminish this fuck shit you did by using the word entanglement or relationship when you know what the fuck it was. And laugh the shit off in my face. Fuck these cameras and these lights and this red table. Cause all this shit is sitting in the house that Will built. That Matrix check didn't pay for this. That motherfucking, what's that, not Poetic Justice, what's the other bullshit movie she was in? With motherfucking, the nigga with G Money? What the fuck was that damn movie? I can't think of it. Motherfucking Girls Night Out or Girls Week Out or whatever. That shit didn't pay for this. Jason's Lyric. Thank you, Tanisha. Jason's Lyric didn't pay for this motherfucking house. It may have paid for this raggedy ass red table, but this house that this shit sit in, god damn it, none of the movies set it off, didn't pay for this. Jason Lyric didn't pay for this. Girls Trip didn't pay for this. Not a goddamn movie you've done paid for this motherfucking estate you sitting on right now. Fuck what you heard. If we was living off of what the fuck you done, this would be a red tray, goddammit, sitting on a motherfucking front porch of a goddamn government-assisted building.
It was a relationship, absolutely. I was in a lot of pain, and I was very broken.
So because you were in a lot of pain, and here's the other part to that. You were in a lot of pain, and you were broken, but you felt that you could fix another broken big dick nigga. How does that work? How does that work? It is what it is. And that's why I keep bringing this shit up. You took advantage of the man. That's it. You manipulated the nigga, man. You manipulated the nigga. You saw the opportunity to get something out of this shit for yourself. It was a selfish act. You red table motherfucker. Call it what it is. You was in a fucked up place and you took advantage of you and your brokenness. You took advantage of another young nigga while disrespecting your marriage and embarrassing your man and your family. That's what you did. And anybody trying to say anything other than that, you full of shit too. That's it and that's all.
Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that.
Goldie Jones says, I think men are just mad that Jada got a younger, more attractive man than Will when Will dumped her. August Alsina ain't shit. The fuck is you talking about? August Alsina? Are you serious? Do you not? Are you serious? A younger, more attractive man when Will dumped her. Get the fuck out of here. August Alsina is a B-list R&B singer. She didn't even get no nigga, no hit maker. Bitch, at least go, you want to go and get you an R&B singer or somebody, at least get you a nigga that got some real celebrity. August Alsina could be standing next to you at a bus stop and you wouldn't know who the fuck he was. Man, do you hear the shit that women say? Get the fuck out of here. He said a more attractive man than Will Smith. I tell you what, you put Will Smith out on the streets and you put Jada Pinket out on the streets and say and see who line up to fuck who first. You do that. You go and do that, and then you tell me what you think gonna happen. Exactly. I'm being nice by saying he a B-list singer, R&B singer. I'm being nice. I ain't trying to hate. Nigga ain't had a hit. Boy, even that song Make It Home Tonight. And I'm telling you, me personally, musically, I liked his first album. I really did. That album didn't do shit. Fuck y'all talking about? That's why the nigga got 27 songs, because he ain't had shit but time to do music. Shit.
That you can't find happiness outside of yourself.
Crazy, man.
And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that that wasn't possible.
And that's my thing. Why not just leave? Do y'all understand the level of dysfunction that you have to have when you could leave and you don't leave? Because of what? If you are trying to do everything possible to be away from each other, why try to stay in it to save face for other people? It would be more respectful to say, hey, we've gotten to a place to where we cannot coexist with each other, to where we don't want to be with each other. That's why we're getting a divorce. We still here for our kids. I'll set her, you got $250 million. I'll set her up with a nice ass crib and she can red table talk all day long. But we don't need to be together because this shit ain't working. The fact that she's sane and she had that moment where she wanted another dick, bitch, you need to leave, because ain't no nigga, unless you can ask that man, is it okay if I go get on another dick? Whether it's bigger than yours or smaller, don't matter. If you can go ask your husband, are you okay with me fucking the shit out of this other young ass nigga, carrying on with a relationship with this nigga? You okay with that? And ain't got to paint no other picture. Don't side swipe it. Don't try to paint it and gloss it up. Tell him flat out, are you okay with me sleeping with August? Because that's what I want to do. I want to get this nigga all of my pussy. I want August Alsina to try to break my fucking vagina box. That's my plan right now. That's what makes me feel good, Will. Are you okay with that? If he say yes, then now you good. If that nigga say hell no, then you need to fucking get a divorce and just leave. Well, here, Will, sign these papers. Here's the divorce papers. Here's what I want. I want 100 million of your 250. That way I have 150 and you'll have 150 and we can live our lives from there. Jaden and Willow, they fucked up already. This ain't gonna make things no worse. They'll take it in stride. We'll both get Dr. Phil to counsel these motherfuckers so they can hopefully do better than we did. Because obviously this shit ain't working. Will is being selfish, handcuffing a woman he said he does not want. Will embarrassed himself sitting up there looking like he was on the verge of tears. You see what I mean? Y'all don't even understand that this nigga, even in this moment, he's trying to be a stand-up guy. He's trying to be a good husband. And you niggas look at this shit as weakness. He is trying to save face. He is trying to not embarrass his family and himself anymore. He is trying not to be humiliated any further. And you know what you niggas say? He's being selfish. I'm going to come on a national program on the World Wide Web and talk about my wife fucking another dude and carrying on with an affair for 4.5 years. And you niggas still don't see that this nigga is trying to be a good husband. We may not even be vibing right now, but I'm still trying to be a stand-up guy. Men, this is why when it comes to a woman wanting what she wants, get the fuck out, because you will suffer in the end regardless. Will Smith, if you can hear me, trust and believe, bro. The fact that this bitch ain't admitting to this shit at her own red table, on her own platform, and is further humiliating you with it, she'll do worse. If I was you, I'd be talking to the best divorce lawyer I possibly can get. Split that shit down the middle, bro, and get that bitch out your house and out your life. Or go and build you a new one. I'm telling you right now. Because even in all of this, and him trying to do the right thing, trying to make it work, she ain't accepting no responsibility or accountability for the shit because she won't say it. And other motherfuckers that's even in this chat are cool with it.
So we come into the red table. So I'm in the Jada position right now. So,
Okay.
you know, you during that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. Mm-hmm. It had been so long.
Bitch, if you want to feel good, go find you a nigga somewhere and pay for some dick. Just pay for some dick if you just want to feel good. You didn't want to just feel good. You wanted to create your own fucking utopia. And you wanted to do it at the expense of your husband's name. And you did it at the expense of a damaged young man. If this shit was any other way around and this was an old man doing this shit with a young girl, y'all would say he ain't shit and he manipulated this poor girl and he's a predator. That's what you niggas would be saying. I'm telling you. That's exactly what y'all motherfuckers would be saying. Why would an old man want a young girl like that? He took advantage of her. He used her because he had money, because he had power, and he manipulated her into doing what he wanted her to do, and that's why he did her like that. She should tell. She should tell her story. That's what the fuck y'all niggas would be saying. Y'all would all be saying that same shit. Yes, he should say, she should be able to say what she want to say, and Will Smith was wrong for fucking that young girl like that. That's what y'all would be saying. And the fact that the tables are turned now, all you motherfuckers are like this. Well, that's her. She doing what she did. I understand. Will did shit wrong too. That's what y'all saying instead of, nah, fuck that. This bitch bogus as hell. She the reason why motherfuckers why niggas don't have no blueprints on how to get together and stay together when they got money. Because the one thing you don't see, the one thing you don't hear with this shit, somebody show me the white girl that's married to the black dude that's fucking the B-list R&B singer. Somebody show me that. Somebody show me somebody show me the white version of this. And I'll agree with you. I'll be like, well, you know, hey. Show me the white version of this fuck shit right here, and you got something. But you know what? Most white motherfuckers, they have discernment. Yes, a white motherfucker would cheat on a motherfucker like it ain't nothing. Sure the fuck would. They'll have some discernment though. Yeah, I'm gonna go get this side dick, but it's gonna be the pool man. A motherfucker who ain't got shit, ain't got no platform, ain't nobody checking for him, ain't nobody looking for him, ain't nobody gonna say shit. It'll just be his word against mine. He's a nobody. And don't nobody know his nobody ass. We gonna sneak around. I ain't gonna say shit. I ain't gonna text him. I ain't gonna call him. I ain't gonna go on no show and talk about him. I'm gonna keep the fuck quiet, get this dick whenever I can, and move on. Whether I fuck him every year or every month or every day, I won't say shit. I ain't gonna let nobody else find out. I ain't gonna take no pictures and post them on the gram. I ain't gonna do no song hinting about it. I ain't gonna say shit.
Since I felt good. Right. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
You said, Brian, who CJ Gunn says, Brian, who do you think made this decision to come and talk about this in public? I believe it was her, but it was forced because she tried to deny it at first. And Will was just like, I believe in just how the shit is playing out. Will had no choice and it was fucked up and they had to figure out a way to say something about it because this shit was so fucked up and so foul because of the way August brought it out. They couldn't just make a statement and let it ride. They could not. Because this bitch has the platform that she has, it kind of like forced her to kind of take some of her own medicine. That's what it did. Because it was so public and because of the way that it was brought out, it wasn't no tabloid shit. This man literally went on Angela Yee's show and put this shit out there. Even though it was talked about and spoken about, people in Hollywood knew about it, but it wasn't public information coming straight from the horse's mouth until August did the fuck shit he did. So it forced this whole situation. And August knew that. August knew that him calling this shit out and saying, yes, I was fucking the dog shit out this bitch. He knew it would not only help him as far as the drama and the notoriety that it got him, but it was gonna force her hand to have to acknowledge him. That's why when he talked that shit about I died and became a whole new person because of her. Nope, nigga, you hurting and you bitter and you want the bitch back. Period. And you said because he did like a bitch would do, he scorched the earth. Because I can't have you, I'm going to blow this bitch up and let everybody know that I did, bitch. I done kept this secret for 4.5 years. Fuck that. I ain't doing it no more. You don't want me. You ain't going to be with me. You going to be with Will. Fine. But bitch, everybody going to know what you did. I'm not going to be ashamed of loving your crazy ass. And even though you fucked me up, turned me inside out, and chewed me up and spit me out like a piece of fucking Bubblicious, I'm gonna tell my story just like a bitch would. Just like when bitches come out and be like, I was with him for 18 years and I was his side bitch, I was his concubine, and no more. I now have a book out where I'm talking about all of this in my book. Please purchase it and buy it. I'll be on Oprah next week. That's why he did it. And that's why he knew that this would force everything to come out. Plain and simple. Just like motherfucker, and it would be just the same thing as if Jay-Z's girl, Becky with the good hair. Everybody has said that Jay-Z was fucking old girl, the model chick, Becky with the good hair, and everybody has been saying that Jay-Z was fucking Rihanna for the longest time. But you know what? Neither one of them bitches, because they actually had some shit. They wasn't no B-list motherfucking celebrities. They had some shit. They say, you know what? We won't say nothing. They can talk about it, but we will never come forward. And that's why Jay-Z didn't have to come do a Red Table Talk. He worked the shit out with his wife, and he had to go through that fucking fiery furnace, which he should have, because he was fucking her over. And even the fact that they've even said that Beyonce was fucking her security guard. Whatever that shit was, it all got worked out because a motherfucker didn't come forth to exploit the shit. That's the whole point. And that's why I said August a whole ass nigga for doing the shit. Because, nigga, you fucking up this man's life. Because you can't have the married bitch that you was with, you gonna fuck up this man's life. You ain't shit for that. Plain and simple. You ain't shit for that, nigga. You own, that's some straight up hoe ass nigga shit. That just is. It's just like Nino Brown when he got on trial. I'm telling everybody, I got information on everybody. I'm gonna take that. If I go down, everybody going down. That's what it is.
I think that has a lot to do with my codependency, which is another thing that I had to learn to break in this cycle.
Last I checked, codependency ain't got nothing to do with a dick. I'm just saying. Codependency is something that people, you know, it's an issue, it's a medical term. You have psychiatrists, and you being a motherfucking red table relationship enthusiast, you should know if you were codependent, you could have and should have sought help for that. There are mental health resources available to a rich bitch like you to where you could actually address that issue, not taking on another broken motherfucker and fucking the shit out of them.
Just that idea of needing to fix and...
No, not needing to fix, needing to fuck. You wanted to fuck this dude because it felt good. You wanted to manipulate this dude because you knew this dude was going to be dependent on you. You wanted a motherfucker that would totally invest emotionally into you, and you could pull their strings and they could do what you want and be needing you. Period. Point fucking blank.
Being drawn to people that need help, whether it's your health or whether it...
Bitch, if you was just drawn to motherfuckers that needed help, you'd have been out there on Skid Row helping the homeless. That's motherfuckers that need help. You want to help a motherfucker? Go help the homeless. Take your ass to Skid Row and go down there with some sandwiches and some chips and some blankets and help them motherfuckers. Go take your ass and buy 500 tents with your $50 fucking million net worth ass. I'm sure Will Smith would help you fund a tent motherfucking what do they call a tent movement for the people on Skid Row where you can feed and house them motherfuckers. Buy you some land and house you and help some homeless people if you just want to help a motherfucker. Bitch, please. You wanted to take a nigga that you can manipulate and get you some dick and have yourself a gay old time, just like the Flintstones.
It's your addictions. Mm-hmm. There's something about that childhood trauma.
Mm-hmm. What did I say? They go back to their childhood. This happened to me back when I was a kid. That's why I'm fucking this 23-year-old nigga now at 48. It's because of what happened to me when I was 5. Fuck out my face on the internet.
That feels as though it can be fixed through fixing people.
Bitch, how do you gonna say that and that's the same shit you be talking about with mother... Man, do you see what I mean? And while y'all watching this, please click that like button. This is it's insulting. It really is insulting. It honestly and truly is insulting to have a motherfucker sit here and tell you some shit like this. Back when I was a kid, I felt the need to fix people. Okay, fixing people and fucking people are two different things, you worthless bitch. So you want to fix this person and you're telling me that fixing this person involves fucking them? Go ahead on with that, man.
Versus fixing me.
Yeah.
And would you not expect the relationship red table motherfucking having this bitch on the goddamn internet? Don't you think she would know that by now? Don't you think that she would know that she has to fix herself, and by trying to fix someone else, that would not help her fix herself? Wouldn't you think, or just have that little bit of an expectation for her and all she's done in her fucking 48 years of living on this earth, that she would know that? Exactly, LaTanya. But when it came to R. Kelly, fuck that. You took advantage. What you did was not okay. What you did to those young girls was not okay. And everybody should be saying something about it. Everybody should be talking about it. This is something that cannot go unspoken. Bitch was championing them, all them bitches that came on for R. Kelly. But you taking advantage of a young nigga that's in the same situation, who's fucked up in the head, who ain't got it all together, and you see that physically and mentally, but you gonna fuck with him and fuck him and sleep with him because that's gonna help him, because you trying to help him and you trying to help yourself by helping him by fucking him. Bitch, get the fuck out my face on the internet. Go ahead on.
And I think that whole process with all really showed me that and taught.
And then she calling and let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I wish my wife would call the nigga that she been having an affair with by his nickname while she talking about the affair that she had with the nigga. I wish the bitch would. I would have reached over the table and choked the shit out of her. I would have done it. That right there should have been gloves on. Like, bitch, you gonna call this nigga all? Or how about this? The fuck out of here. This bitch is crazy to just make this nigga eat this shit. My wife is sitting there talking about this nigga and using his nickname? Seriously? Man, come on, man. That lets you know she's still, that lets you know what it is. That just lets you know. Come on, man. Man, let me tell you, let me tell you something. One of the biggest things that I love about my wife, and this is one of the things I love about, I love about us. My wife and I, we respect each other. And the thing about it is that I love all of the wonderful things that she does, the way she makes me feel, and how much we laugh and have a good time. All of that shit aside, that shit is all cool. But me and my wife, we respect each other. I love that about her first. I love the fact, one of the biggest things that I love about my wife, aside the fact that she fine as fuck, all that shit is wonderful. But we actually love taking care of each other. I love that first. I know that my wife is gonna take care of me. And I'm not saying take care of me as far as like doing shit, but she wants to care for me. My wife does so many things for me. Shout out to you, baby. I know you probably sleep, but shout out to you. She does so many wonderful things for me, and it's just her loving on me by taking care of me. Let me do this for my husband. My wife get up and fix me and my daughter breakfast every morning. She don't have to do it, but she does it because she just loves us. She takes care of us. I do things for my wife just because I love her. My wife asks me to cook something for her. I don't mind cooking it because I just love taking care of her. Do you understand that? It's like, there she goes. She's still up. I'm so proud of you. She's sleeping in a motherfucker too. I love my baby. But I'm just saying, we have that first. Fuck all this other shit. You can talk about all of the good sex, the good times, the trips, all that shit to the back. Just that initial foundational thing of just saying, we here to take care of each other. If my wife's sick, I'm taking care of her. If I'm sick, she's taking care of me. If she getting ready or something and she need me to help her do it, my wife was actually just before we had the baby, my wife was, she was out here with the baby and the belly and stuff, and she was like trying to put on her socks and shoes and was struggling. I said, honey, you want me to do that for you? And she was like, oh, yes, please. I was so fine with doing that. I literally took my time. I rolled her socks up, put her socks on her feet and rolled them up, made them say, fit nice, baby. Yeah, that's good. Took her shoe and made sure the shoe was right, slid the shoes on her feet. That's good, baby. Yeah, that's good, daddy. Okay, I took the other sock and put it. I did that not because, oh, this pregnant motherfucker here can't even do this shit. She can't even put on her shoe. No, I did that shit because I love to take care of her. Do you know, me and my wife, and I don't know why I'm just on this. I'm on this to make a point. But me and my wife, we sit on the couch and we have a game that we play where we give each other foot massages. One of us will throw that foot up and we know it's on. All right, let me go on here, rub your feet and shit, and you rub my feet later and all that. We'll do that. That ain't no thing to where it's like, oh man, this motherfucker want me to do. I'll be sitting there talking to her, she'll be talking to me, or we just be watching a movie. And she'll throw her feet up and I'll just be rubbing her feet because I know she likes it. She'll do the same thing and she'll rub my feet because she knows I like it. Even to the point to where sometimes her hands will be hurting and she will do it. Just because she wants to care for me. Because she cares for me. That's what this shit is. It's like when you have just that essentially, and that is at the forefront. I want to take care of her. I want to do for her because this is what I do. This is what we're here for. What the fuck are we here for if we're not here to at least take care of each other? So that means I ain't gonna hit on her motherfucking face when she make me mad. That means I ain't gonna go fuck her best friend because her best friend got a fat ass. That means that she ain't gonna fuck my best friend because he got a bigger dick than me. That's not caring for each other. It's about saying we need to care for each other. That's why we're together. If you ain't with if the motherfucker you with, if y'all ain't together because y'all literally want to care for each other, not buy them shit, not being able to let them live in your house. No, just because I want to take care of you because you take care of me. If there's not a mutual thing there, y'all motherfuckers hear me. Don't need to be together. Because in this situation right here with Will and Jada, in their bad moment, in their bad times, in their I don't want to be around you, you don't want to be around me. If they were in a real functioning, healthy relationship, even though they ain't vibing, they would have been like, let's fix this because we are not taking care of each other. You're not giving me what I need. I'm not giving you what you need. Let's figure this out because that's what we're here for. And somewhere along the line, that shit got lost. All of the movies, all of the money, all of the glory, all of the fame, all of the shows, whatever the fuck it was, that got lost. And you don't need to be together if y'all ain't taking care of each other, man. And I ain't talking about the money. I ain't talking about the cars. I ain't talking about the clothes and the shoes. I ain't talking about that shit. If y'all not here to care for each other's soul, care for each other's body, care for each other's mind, if y'all are not here to make each other's lives easier, better, if y'all ain't sharing in each other's lives, the fuck y'all together for? The fuck are y'all together for? Ask yourself that. Whoever you with your man, with your woman, with your wife, with your bitch, with your girl, whatever the fuck y'all got, yo nigga. If y'all ain't doing that, why are y'all together? Bitch, if he got money and you don't, that means you need to get off your ass and go get a job. Get off your back, bitch. Get off your knees, bitch, and go get a fucking career. I gotta take care of these kids. Bitch, please. Y'all can do that together. You with that bitch because you ain't got no job, nigga? Nigga, take your punk ass to a trade school and go learn to be a plumber or a carpenter or a goddamn mechanic or something, nigga. You ain't gotta have no fucking 4-year degree or get your master's. Go get you a fucking trade so you can take care of yourself and stop being with a bitch that you really don't want to be with. I want to read what somebody says. This dude, Tony Snow, says, Brian, I work at night and my wife stay up. When I get up, I fix her breakfast. My wife stays up. And when I get up, I fix her breakfast. That ain't no hoe shit. That ain't no you weak as hell, you a simp. That's just saying I'm going to do something for her that she does for me. That's all. You're caring for each other, man. And these motherfuckers clearly not, because look at this nigga face. Do this nigga look like, and I ain't just talking about this situation. Do that nigga look like he's really being cared for by his wife? Do that motherfucker sitting across the table look like she's caring for him, or is she caring for her fucking self? That selfish, dirty, no good, backstabbing, disloyal, fucking shameless fucking bitch. Yeah, I said it. And it might seem hard, it might seem harsh, it might seem disrespectful, but I ain't got no remorse for a motherfucker that has no shame and will not accept responsibility for what the fuck they did to a person that ain't did the shit to them. I don't give a fuck what your childhood was like or what the fuck you went through. You too damn old to be doing this childish shit. You got this man looking like this. That man is literally broken. And I ain't talking about he destroyed and he ain't gonna be nothing. No, I'm saying that the man's heart, his spirit is broken because his main bitch, his woman, his partner, his friend has just done the ultimate disrespect and has just shown a tremendous amount of disloyalty to this man. An embarrassment to top it off.
Me that. And I'm really grateful for that lesson.
I feel like that husband, like I'm with you at the press conference. I'm that husband, now I gotta be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions.
And here's the thing, on this show, if you have said it, this is where you say it now and apologize for that. You know what, honey? You know what, Will? I'm sorry for that. Because you are. And I'm sorry that I put you in that position. I'm sorry that I embarrassed you like that. I did. For whatever reason, whatever I was going through, I had no right to do that to you, regardless of what the fuck I was doing. That's what fucking responsibility and accountability is. Not this. Yeah. She's laughing at this nigga's pain. And yes, it could potentially be a nervous tick. Yeah, it could be something that's how she's coping. I know you motherfuckers want to try to make excuses for her. Fine. If that's how she copes by doing this phony ass fucked up laugh, fine. That's exactly why you use your words to express your true feelings. That's exactly why you use your words to articulate yourself and say, yeah, Will, you're right. And I'm so sorry that I embarrassed you like this. I am so sorry and disappointed that I embarrassed myself like this. Now you can all you want as long as you own the shit that you did. And she still ain't done it.
Like, I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
Well, you know, I definitely understand why it would look that way.
Not, I appreciate you doing it. Not, I'm sorry that you had to go through it. Not that I'm sorry that it does look that way. She think this shit is cool as fuck. And that's why I said, Will, you need to leave, bruh. Cause she don't love you, nigga. Real talk. Split the money, give up half the money, whatever, bruh. You done made too much money, nigga, to not be able to make it again. Your kids are grown, bro. Go live your life, pimp.
Or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all.
She don't, do you hear that? I don't look at it as a transgression. She's not remorseful for any of the shit that he's had to suffer. The embarrassment. And look at his face. That's telling you right there, bro. Look at Will, I hope you watching this. Bro, she don't give no fucks. That's the problem. As much as you love her, as much as you want to work this out with her, as much as you want to be team Will and Jada, as much as you promise to try to stick it out, the fact that she said that there is no transgression, she gives no fucks. My man, I know you're hurting. I know your heart is broken. She literally does not care about you or your feelings. All she's concerned about is her punk ass red table and August Alsina's dick. Because she ain't even with him knowing what he was gonna do.
Through that particular journey, I learned so much about myself.
You learned so much and you fucked so much and you really saw just how much dick you can take. That's what you learned in your journey. Because you didn't learn no responsibility. You didn't learn no accountability. The same shit that you try to hold other motherfuckers to that come sit at your table, you are consistently refusing to do yourself.
And was able to really confront a lot of emotional immaturity, emotional insecurity, and I was really able to do some really deep healing.
Let me tell y'all something. If you feel, and here's to anybody when you're just talking about relationships, let me give you some relationship rehab advice right here. If you're healing, going through, figuring out, having trouble, like RoboCop, I am having trouble. You're in a bad place. You're hurting. You are self-medicating. You are in trauma. You're suffering from PTSD. Whatever ailments you may have in your life. If your actions are hurting someone else or could potentially hurt someone else, you don't need to do it. Period. And whatever the fuck you going through is not an excuse for doing it. That's just what it is. If your actions are going to hurt someone else, regardless of what you're going through, regardless of how you feeling, you need to get the fuck out of that situation so that you don't. Because being married and all the shit she trying to go through and heal from, bitch, you need to get a divorce because you're not able to do your job, which is care for him like he cares for you. You're not physically capable. You don't have the tools to be in a relationship with this man. So you need to leave. And the fact that you didn't do that, everything you did that hurt him, you are responsible for it. Because what she's trying to do is make an excuse for the fuck shit that she did. That's just like her saying, oh, well, I molested those 8 kids because I was healing. Oh, well, you know, I beat that baby to death and put the baby in the oven and cooked it at 450 because I was just in a bad place and I was trying to heal. That's what these bitches are doing today. They're trying to blame whatever the fuck shit they do, not how they feel. Their actions. They're trying to blame it on how they feeling in the moment. I felt like I was just going through something so terrible. I was in a bad place in my time. I didn't feel good about myself. I didn't feel good about life. I was cutting myself, hurting myself, and that's why I fucked your brother for 8 years. What? Yeah. That's all it was. I didn't know I was on a journey myself. That's why I was gagging on Aug's dick. Because I was on a journey. Bitch, the fuck you mean? You got all that shit going on. You need to actually literally disconnect from August and from Will. And you need to go have therapy. You need to go sit at someone else's table to actually get your healing. You don't get a healing through fucking. You don't get a healing through an affair. You don't get a healing through sucking another nigga dick. You don't get a healing fucking a fat booty bitch. You don't get a healing doing that fuck shit. You don't. And trying to blame your transgressions that you do and commit as an adult on some shit that happened to you in your past or some shit that's happening to you in your present, it's not an excuse when it's hurting another person.
You know, and as I came through and started to realize certain things about you and I, he decided to break all communication with me,
Right.
which was totally understandable.
Right.
And I let that be.
And you know why? Because he wanted her and she didn't want him. He was all in, like he said. He gave her everything that he was, including the 32 inches of dick that he had. He gave her everything. And you know what that bitch did? She still didn't want him. That's why the nigga was butchered. That's why the nigga was broken. And that lets you know she used the fuck out of that little boy. She used the fuck out of August Alsina. For her own self-gratification, for her own self-edification. That's what she did. She manipulated the shit out of that broken young man because she wanted what she wanted. That's what she did. Oh, I tell you, Sis Stacy C says, wonder what Gammy and the kids have to say. Oh, let me tell you, I know Gammy all for this shit. Gammy ain't got shit bad to say. Gammy sitting there supporting her daughter no matter what because her daughter supported her through her fuck shit. Gammy probably did the same type of fuck shit that she did. That's why she doing it. She probably learned part of her playbook from Gammy herself. Abso-fucking-lutely-tootly. All the way. I guarantee you she all in. I got you, daughter. I understand. I done did fuck shit too. I done fucked me a few ain't shit niggas. Guaranteed.
And hadn't talked to him since.
Right.
So it is a little weird that all this stuff is coming out now, since this was
Yeah, because for me, this was years ago, right?
Exactly. And that lets you know how August. And see here, that's why I'm saying everybody that tried to play the victim, it's bullshit. Because August bringing this shit out now, literally. He disconnected from this bitch and ain't talked to her in years, even though it was hurt. But he's bringing this shit out now because he wants it. He wants to use it to sell records, which he's gonna do. And that's why I said he ain't shit ass nigga too. Both of y'all motherfuckers ain't shit.
You know, so the fact that it's coming up now, and I think it could feel weird for people that we're laughing and talking about it, but
It happened so long ago.
You know, and our experiences of working through it, fighting through it, talking through it, and therapizing through it, I think that the why now is weird.
Yeah, when I say it's been a huge healing on my life, and just what I had to confront and discover, you know, about myself, the ugly truths and the beauty. So it was something that I felt like wasn't really ready to be discussed because it hadn't been that healing, because he hasn't wanted to, you know, Og and I haven't talked in so long. Yeah.
So long. So long. Yeah, Og and I just haven't talked. Which is why you shouldn't do fuck shit like this. Because this is one of those things where you and your lack of discretion, you and your lack of discernment, you fucked over not just your own reputation, but you've tarnished and embarrassed your husband. Because Will looked like a sucker ass nigga. Because he stayed with your punk ass through all this shit. He now looks like a fucking sucker. And that's the look that he has. His spirit is broken. He like, man, I'm fucking, y'all don't realize this, man. He's fucking Will Smith. Do y'all understand who this motherfucker is? I mean, how many celebrities, real talk, how many celebrities, let alone or movie stars, are bigger than this nigga? I ain't even talking about black actors. I'm talking literally stars. Name me some stars that's bigger than Will Smith. You can't go too far. Just name me some stars that you can say, yeah, this nigga bigger than that nigga. Yeah, that nigga's a bigger star than that nigga. Yeah, that nigga's a bigger star than that nigga. This nigga ain't just one of the greatest black actors of all time. This nigga has had some of the biggest movies of all fucking time. This nigga is fucking large. Thank you. Shout out to my brother. Tom Cruise, I give you that. Denzel, I give you that. How many more motherfuckers can you really name? You really can't name that many. It's like, man, dude. Tom Hanks. Y'all can try. Let's try it. Let's try it, please. Let's try it. Keanu Reeves ain't bigger than Will Smith. Sorry, sir. Actually, Will Smith was supposed to be Neo in The Matrix. He passed. He's a bigger actor than Keanu. I'm sorry. No way. Just saying. Al Pacino, I give you that. Eddie Murphy, we only at what? 5? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. You cut Sam Jackson, of course. You come out with a movie, right? Let me tell you this. James Cameron, not Martin Scorsese, because Martin Scorsese don't cast too many niggas. That's a fact. James Cameron, motherfucking George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, they come out with a movie and they want to cast a motherfucking popular fucking one of the top actors in the motherfucking world for this script. Who do you think is going to at least get a look at this script? When he want a motherfucker to do this movie. Who do you think is going to... Don Cheadle ain't bigger than Will Smith. No way. Leonardo, Leonardo, in my opinion, might be a better actor, but he ain't bigger than this nigga. Right, The Rock, he bigger than this nigga. But you want a real motherfucker that can do some action and some acting? Who else you gonna get? This nigga's in the fucking name. He's in his hat is in the motherfucking his name is in the hat instantly. His name is in. You want some good acting and some action, you gonna have this motherfucker in there. And you right, Bert. Will Smith has done more blockbusters than Sam Jackson. Sam Jackson's my favorite actor of all time, but I'm just saying. A motherfucker that's gonna draw to the box office, he gonna be able to do he can help you out on the goddamn soundtrack, and this motherfucker can act, and he can do stunts, and he can pull the shit off, and he's funny. Come on, man. And he has to endure this with August fucking Alsina? Do you all realize, man, that there are people saying who the fuck is August Alsina? I bullshit you not. August Alsina is probably more famous for his dick pic than he's famous for his fucking music. Fact. Motherfuckers know him more because of his boxer short picture than they do for his fucking music. Fact. Put it like this, Rolando. The nigga done had so many movies that his flops, you don't even really trip on them. I Am Legend. I, Robot. Wild Wild West. How about that Independence Day? How about I'm just dropping a few nuggets here. Come on, man. Ali. I'm just saying, man. What? This nigga is an icon. Literally. I'm talking about all of his all of his big movies. Wild Wild West, whether you didn't like it or not, that shit was a big movie. I, Robot was a big movie. I Am Legend, big movie. These movies were big. Pursuit of Happiness, big movie. And we ain't gonna even talk about his staple, Bad Boys. That shit. Top 5, one of my favorite movies. I watch it every time it fucking comes on. Word for word. I'm just telling you, Men in Black. How about that little nugget? It's like, come on, man. August Alsina? I'm embarrassed by this puss ass nigga. Bitch, you couldn't even get a nigga who done had a #1 hit. Fuck Chris Brown. If you really want to try, you gonna do some bitch like this, go fuck Chris Brown. Go fuck Jamie Foxx. Go fix one of them niggas. Go fuck Future. It's like he didn't even give you a baby. Come on. And we ain't gonna even mention the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I mean, a hit, nationally syndicated TV show. What the nigga do? 8 or 10 seasons of the shit? Exactly. That's my brother said he never heard of August Alsina until this shit came out. Come on, man. That bitch was bogus for this shit. She shit the bed. Probably because of the dick size, but she shitted the bed literally and probably figuratively too. You don't do that when you this man's wife. You don't do that, man. You know what that's like? Let me put this in perspective. That's just like Jeff Bezos' wife fucking ain't shit, no name nigga. Just like Jeff Bezos was fucking around and carrying on with a no name bitch. That's why his wife divorced him. Bitch, we are worth together $200 billion, motherfucker, and you gonna go fuck some ain't shit bitch and let the world know? I gotta divorce you, nigga, or I'm the dumbass. I'm the dumbass if I don't. Nigga, I'm responsible for your billions. This bitch ain't responsible for shit but your busting a nut. And you couldn't keep this side bitch under wraps? Nigga, you don't deserve to be married to me. I won't even entertain this nigga Will Smith's album sales. We won't even talk about that because that just makes it worse.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. This all seemed very strange, you know. But I'm grateful for the journey that you and I have had together. Yeah. Because I feel like there are a lot of couples that go through those periods. Yeah. And
there are a lot of couples that go through those periods, but how many of them are have a combined net worth of $200 million and the wife is fucking a B-list motherfucking C-list motherfucking R&B singer that's suffering mentally and physically? And yeah.
A lot of couples that have to separate and think it's over. And, you know, the one thing I'll say about you and I is that there's never been secrets.
Right. We came together young, and we were both broken in our own ways, and to be able to make mistakes without the fear of losing your family is so critical.
Yeah. It's the idea of any relationship and trying to get to deeper understanding of love is going to be forged in fire.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about that. Forging in fire, building a relationship, all of those things require what? It requires tools. And when you don't have tools to forge and you don't have the tools to build, then that's when you don't need to be together. Like I said earlier, obviously, they don't have the tools to be in a functional relationship together. That's what I'm saying. If you don't have the tools to be able to be in this relationship, to build it, to work on it, to forge it, do you know what forging takes? Forging takes immense amount of fucking heat from a fucking fiery furnace, and it takes the skill of a fucking blacksmith. Not just a Will Smith, not just a Jada Pinket Smith, but it takes the skill of a blacksmith to actually forge whatever it is he's forging in that fiery furnace. He has to know how and where to hit that steel. He has to know when to cool it, when to heat it up, and when to hammer it to forge it to be what it is. It takes time, it takes skill, it takes effort, and it takes a commitment of actually forging that thing. Not, I'ma stick this shit in the fiery furnace and then I'ma go off and fuck about 4 or 5 niggas, and then when I come back and the shit is all melted and gone, I say, well, what happened? That ain't what forging is. When you see a blacksmith forging, you see him constantly working. He's constantly forging. He's constantly hammering. He's constantly heating. He's constantly cooling. He's sharpening it. He's doing that thing to that thing because he's making that thing. You don't start forging and then say, oh, fuck it, I'm mad, I'm gone. When you're building, you don't just start building a house and then stop because it get cold and it's rainy and then say, I'll just come back next year. Because you know what'll happen next year? It'll be fucked up because you left the wood exposed. You left the foundation exposed. You didn't finish putting in what you should have put in to at least establish a shell to where you got something to build to where you can work on the inside. That's why you build a house from the outside in, not from the inside out. I want to put a foundation down. Then I want to put the studs up around the house to frame it. Then I want to put a roof over this motherfucker. Then I will start to close off this shit and put the windows in and all that shit. But I first want to get a structure together. Right, just like Shiny with Shaq and the trainer. I didn't even know about that. These motherfuckers, they don't have any. It's like this. If you're gonna leave, just leave. Don't do this, y'all. That's the biggest thing that I want people to understand and get from this. Respect the fact that you guys were at some point or another friends. And just let the respect of a friendship be enough to say, I'm out. I tap out.
There's no way around it.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the things that I'm deeply grateful in this whole process between you and I is that we have really gotten to that new place of unconditional.
You see how he moves his body language? He like, yeah, but shit, not now. I done took this L, man.
Love.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like.
And you see how he's adjusting himself? That's the reality of where he's at. And to me, what I think he's feeling now is, I should have left this bitch when I wanted to the first time. That's exactly what I think he's thinking when he says that. When he said that, the way that he said it, he's like, I wasn't going to never speak to you again. He's now reflecting on the fact that I was done with your ass and I should have left when I was done with your ass. But I reinvested into this shit when I should have pulled out and took my losses. That's where he's at. In his hurt, because it's like when you give another motherfucker a chance and you know that you was done, now you can't blame nobody but yourself. Now you can't blame nobody, but I done took this L, but I done came back. That's on me.
The fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
He was done and he went back. That's another twisting of the knife, because he wished he would have followed his first mind and just left.
I would agree.
No, but it ain't for the weak at heart. There's just certain things that you have to go through, and it's like.
And I wish, I wish that wasn't the case. I do. I wish that wasn't the case.
I sure wish it could be all magic and miracles.
Yeah. You got to go through some to get the answers.
Mm-hmm.
No. Let me stop that right there. You got to go through some shit to get the answers. You have to go through life. You have to go through situations. But you make decisions on the things that you do, and the things that you do, you have to use discernment. You have to say, yeah, I'm going through this, but is what I'm doing hurting myself? That's one thing. But if what I'm doing is going to hurt this person, then that's a decision that you're making on your own, to where you're now being selfish and saying, fuck that, I'm doing it anyway. If I'm going to go and be with this drug dealer, am I hurting myself because I could potentially wind up being in a bad situation where my life can be ruined and life could be fucked up because I'm with this nigga? Yes, that's a decision that I'm making, and that's some shit I'm going through to get that answer. This nigga that I'm with that I know ain't shit, but I'm going to try to fix myself. I'm going through that because, yes, I'm going to get the answer, and I want to get the answer to if my mom and them was right about me, or if my mom and them was right about him. I'm going to prove the world wrong, and I'm going to be with them. That's you finding your answer. You in a relationship and in a marriage, and you in an affair with another nigga while you married, bitch, that ain't going through to find the answer. That's just being a selfish bitch. So again, yes, you don't fuck over the one you love trying to get your answer. That's bullshit. Exactly, Cindy. You have to torture Will to know he loves you, to find out your answer. She ain't even trying to find out if he love her or not. She trying to find out if this is what she want or not. She's doing this in her own fucked upness. This ain't got shit to do with Will, y'all. Make no mistake. This has nothing to do with Will. This has everything to do with her and what she wants and the life she wants to live. This is all about Jada doing Jada. This ain't got nothing to do with Will. He's just collateral damage. He's the fallout. He has to suffer the radiation poison from this bitch and her motherfucking nuclear reactor in a meltdown state. That's exactly what this is. Will is one of the residents of Chernobyl. That's it. This bitch, with her fucking lack of being able to motherfucking make rational and logical and moral and value moral decisions, has led to Will suffering the motherfucking radiation poisoning of her fucking nuclear life. That's what this is. Ain't got shit to do with Will.
You know, and I'm just happy because I definitely believe that you and I, we never, ever, ever thought that we would make it back.
Yeah, there's a real power in just knowing somebody's riding with you no matter what.
Yeah.
Here's why I didn't even know that. As long as he can look in the mirror, well, what the fuck you see? And that's her thing. She's okay with that. And the thing is, in her grown, old, 48-year-old ass, she know this ain't okay with this nigga. When he found out, she knew it wasn't okay with this nigga. She did it anyway. Stacy C says, yeah, but Brian, something caused them to go their separate ways in the first place. What was that? No clue. And that's why I said, when that moment came, here's the thing in relationships. You have those moments when you want to break up. You have those moments. It ain't always every relationship that you get out of. It ain't because you are with this person and now you with another person. Sometimes you grow apart. Sometimes the relationship falls apart. Sometimes the relationship was not built on the right things. Sometimes the relationship was started on the wrong fucking things. The foundation is weak. How many women are with niggas just because they ain't got nowhere to go? They ain't got no money. They have no job. Then once they get a job and they get some money, they leave that nigga and go do their thing. Happens all the time. How many niggas are with bitches that they don't want to be with, but they just there fucking them because they got a house and a roof over their head and a car for them to drive? They dropping the bitch off at work every day going to fuck the bitch they really want to be with, and then they get themselves together and they leave her. You are in a relationship for the wrong reasons, and you are literally doing it at the expense of the other person's feelings. She was with Will because she liked being Mrs. fucking Jada Pinket Smith. The power that he has, the name that he has, the lifestyle that he affords her. He can do anything. They get top shelf, first class, everything. That's why she with him, and she just ain't gonna leave and disconnect from that, because if she divorce him, she now just becomes Jada Pinket. Ain't nobody checking for her. Yeah, a few young niggas will fuck her, but ain't nobody else trying to motherfucking check for her like that. Because if they were, she would have been gone. Ain't no, how much bigger can you get than Will Smith? We just named the motherfucking actors. You think Tom Cruise gonna be with this bitch? You think Denzel gonna be with this bitch? Denzel married. You think Sam Jackson gonna be with this bitch? Sam Jackson married. Do you think any of these niggas that would be potentially bigger than Will Smith gonna be with this bitch? No.
And you really can't know that
Until you go
through some stuff, you know. I don't want to go through this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah. I'm going to get you back first, and then...
You gonna get me back. I think you've gotten me back.
That was the realest shit he ever spoke. Hoping my true motherfuckers know this be the realest shit I ever wrote. Against all odds, up in the studio, getting blowed to the truest shit I ever spoke. That nigga, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That nigga meant that shit. Revenge is a dish best served cold. That nigga there is going to do what he said. Not to say he gonna go fuck another bitch, but that nigga's going to do her, and I mean do her in on this level. That nigga ain't gonna go gentle into that good night. That's why he said it, and then he he laughed it off like this bitch been laughing him off the whole time. That nigga right there, the nigga right there, he gonna do that the Count of Monte Cristo, I'm gonna get your ass back type of shit right there. That's a Count of Monte Cristo right there. I'm gonna get your ass back. And that's why she like, because worst case scenario, bitch, all you gonna walk away with is half. But believe you me, that nigga there is gonna get that get back. He needs some get back. Payback. The big payback. Wow, wow, wow. Revenge. That's what that nigga playing right now. Woo! I'm mad. Dude, get down with my girlfriend. That ain't right. I'm telling you right now, that nigga meant what he said. We may know it, or we may not never know it. That nigga there is on his James Brown payback shit.
I think we're good on that, okay?
He like,
Okay, that's probably true.
You know, but
he like, yeah.
And I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay.
Facts. There it is. Yeah.
I'll give you that petty if that's what you want. But you know, I will definitely say it's just part of it.
Yeah.
And this is like where I really just was fucking done. I literally, when I first saw this, I just threw my fucking hands up and said, this is why I just can't stand when motherfuckers don't acknowledge the truth. No, bitch. No, nigga. This to both of y'all. This ain't part of it. This ain't how life goes. This ain't how a marriage is supposed to be. Y'all niggas are trying to literally go ahead and say this fuck shit, dysfunctional ass relationship is how it is. No, nigga, y'all got it wrong.
You know, if you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime.
25 years and counting.
Look at how he said that shit. Worst 25 years of his life. I'm sure you get that nigga in a room by himself and you ask that nigga, he gonna say it's more bad years than good. With the exception of his children, probably. He like, man, this shit was fucked up. I was fucked up and she was fucked up, and together we didn't do nothing but amplify our fucked upness. And look at the results of it. This is what 25 years of being fucked up looks like. This is what 25 years of dysfunction and trying to function in the dysfunction looks like. So everybody that talked all this shit about Will and Jada got it right, Will and Jada doing that thing, you see now what the reality is. It ain't that.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
One of the worst fucking ways that they ever could have ended this shit. And the fact that they made this shit a fucking joke and they literally diminished this entire opportunity to motherfucking get some shit right for other people was the most sad. It was the saddest part about this shit. Because out of all of that shit, the fuck shit she did, the fuck shit he's had to endure, you gonna end it We ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life. What that's saying is that regardless of how dysfunctional this shit is, this is our life. We fine with it. We gonna deal with it. We gonna go through it. All of the truth that's supposed to be at the red table, all of the truth that you guys are supposed to be living, being honest, being open, having a partnership, you would think that this would be that thing that you guys would say, well, no, we gonna do something different and tell the truth. We are two fucked up people, and we're showing you all that two fucked up people beget fucked upness. We are so dysfunctional that we have gotten functional in the dysfunction. That's what that shit says. And the fact that they're laughing and giggling about it, that lets you know how much they are truly invested in each other and their marriage. This marriage is a fucking sham. Their relationship is shit. They have nothing left for each other. They are literally coexisting together just because they're familiar with each other. And that was fucked up. And that's sad. To say some shit like that and to literally just sum it up, bad marriage for life, y'all have nothing. And I'm sorry that y'all have gotten to that point, but you all need to do the right thing for the sake of your children and show them when there is nothing left, even though we had something, we didn't do the work, and now we must demolish this relationship. We must move on for the sake of your happiness and healthiness in the future relationships that you're going to have. So that you will say, if my marriage looks like my mom and dad's, I know that it's the wrong thing. I know I need to leave now. So that when Willow decides to fuck her in August Alsina, she'll know when it's time that she wants to do that, she needs to leave now. That's where you need to be. You need to be mature enough, and you all need to be relationship gurus enough to acknowledge that even though y'all still in y'all fuck shit, that it's just that. Fuck shit. This is a terrible display of what a marriage is. This ain't no blueprint on what a partnership is. Partnership, friendship, relationship, they are sucking at it all. Let that be known. The fact that Will is staying in it, the fact that Jada's proud of it, it lets you know how dysfunctional and fucked up they are, as rich as they are, as much as a celebrity they are, as big as their lives and their names are, everybody know them. This lets you know how fucked up the shit that they're in is. Don't matter how much money you got, don't matter how much celebrity you got. These motherfuckers have been putting on a fucking show for y'all.
That's terrible.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
But yeah, it's just part of the journey.
I told you the first year we were married
What'd you tell me?
that I can love you through anything.
And I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
If somebody looked through a crystal ball and said, this, and this is going to happen, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah. You thought I was that I didn't have the.
Here's my thing. You don't love anybody through anything at the sacrifice and expense of you and who you are and your very essence. That's not love. That's not love. You can love somebody through anything, but when it comes at the expense of you, that sacrifice, you're being the sacrificial lamb, you're being the one that is suffering, you're being the one that is not getting any type of reciprocity out of this, You're being used. That ain't loving somebody through anything. That's allowing yourself to be abused through anything. And it's sad. I feel, as crazy as this may sound, I truly feel sorry for Will Smith. Rich, famous, celebrity motherfucker could buy a nigga like me 20 times over. I feel sorry for this man. Because of not what he's going through, but because of what he feels he's worth and is enduring himself. Brother, yeah, you may be a $250 million nigga. Yeah, you may be one of the biggest celebrities of all time. Yes, you had plenty of blockbusters, and I'm just a little old black fat nigga with a YouTube channel. But let me tell you something, bro. I see more in you than what you see in yourself. You ain't worth that. You are worth more than that. I can tell you that, bro. What this bitch is doing to you, has done to you, will continue to do to you if you allow it. You worth more than that. Finances aside, celebrity aside, who you are as a man, what you do as a man, the life that you live, the mistakes you made, count it all up. You don't deserve to be treated like that, especially by a bitch like that. A old broken bitch treating you like that, you don't deserve it, bro. And I'm gonna tell you like this, Jada, who you are as a woman, what you've gone through in your life, the brokenness you've had, the things that you went through, whatever it is, the dicks you are in search of to make you feel good, the people you want to fix in your life, fine. If that is your quest, if that is your calling, you don't do it at the expense of embarrassing your husband. You don't do it at the expense of embarrassing your partner. You don't do it at the expense of destroying another young man to try to satisfy your thirst. You just don't do it that way. Because out of all of this, you've broken two men. You've broken two men. All for the sake of your journey. Where's the morality in that? You got two men broken over you. Two men crying over you. And I know you may be thinking, well, what about me and what I've been through? You right. Work out your journey. Work out your path. And figure out who you are and who you need to be and all your pain and your hurt. You need to figure all that out by yourself. By yourself. That's how you figure it out. That's how you fix you. You can't fix you through me. You can't fix you through Will. You can't fix you through August. You can't fix you through a big dick. It don't work. Obviously. You fix you by working on you, by working with those that are smarter than you, have more tools than you, like a therapist, that can get you where you need to be. But you just literally having this path of just hurt and pain and destruction and fucked upness and dysfunction going on in your life. And while you're walking through, you're literally like the Grim Reaper, touching these men and destroying them as you're walking through your life and calling it all a journey. Like pestilence. You like one of the fucking 4 horsemen. Death, disease, pestilence. You're destroying motherfuckers on your path and calling it all cool. That's how it is in life. It's just like that.
girth that it was going to take to ride with you through.
I didn't know
And
if
that
you would
shit right
I
there?
didn't know if you would be willing.
The
It's
girth.
gonna happen. I mean, like
That nigga talking about
yeah.
that goddamn
It's,
picture.
It's just part of the journey.
I told you the first year we were married
What'd you tell me?
that I can love you through anything.
And I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
If somebody looked through a crystal ball and said this, and this is gonna happen, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah. You thought I was that I didn't have the girth that it was going to take to ride with you through.
Obviously, the girth is what she's desiring, but that ain't what's fixing her. She may have an addiction for girth, but goddamn, you Will Smith, man. And just because Dirk Diggler done had your woman, nigga, you still Will fucking Smith. I'd Nino Brown's champagne bottle, cancel this bitch and get me another one. Fuck that.
I didn't know if you would be willing to find the deep capacity to love me.
Yeah. How am I doing?
You're doing great.
And look at her, she's smiling. You fucking around with me with all this shit. It's just like a bitch who's strung out on dope, who wants you to stay with her and be on dope with her. And then once she has her awakening and wants to get off drugs and wants to clean up, she tells you, oh, I can't be with you because you toxic. You an enabler. And leave your ass in your fucked upness. That's what this is.
All right.
He look at her like, I fucking hate you. I swear to God, that's what that nigga looked at like. All right, bitch, I got you.
Yeah, you're awesome.
And never said shit else about it. Never said once. Do y'all realize that out of all of this, she never once said sorry? Out of all of this, she never once said, I fucked up. Out of all of this, she never once said, my bad. I'm sorry, babe. I fucked up. Not once. Not once did she say that. You would think at the red table talk that she would at least apologize. But you know what she did? And this lets me know that she ain't even entertaining the accountability and responsibility part for her shit. Because it's, we ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life. And that's all I have to say about that. I'll end with this, man. Just to reiterate what I said in the beginning. And please click that like button. Click the subscribe button if it's your first time here. When you with somebody and you decide to enter into a relationship, that first thing that comes after the initial attraction, there's a friendship that is formed. Let me tell y'all something, people. When you don't even respect that person as a friend, aside from the marriage, that's your husband, that's your baby mama, that's your wife, whatever the case may be, when y'all ain't even friends no more, that's when it's time to leave. When you afford your other friends more respect than you do your significant other, whether it's your husband, your boo, your baby daddy, your baby mama, your side chick, your side whatever. When you afford your regular friends more respect than you do your person that you are sharing your life with, it's time to leave. Whether y'all come back together later on, whether you still trying to figure it out, I'm confused. I don't know if I want to leave though. When you don't respect that person like you respect your friends, friendship is over. It's time to leave. Leave. Go ahead and go. Tell them it's over. Why? Why can't we work it out? Because I don't respect you as a friend. The friendship is not there. Yeah, but we still, we got kids together. We're not friends. And if I'm giving my friends more respect, more love, more attention than I'm giving you, we don't need to be together, kids and all. I want to say thank you to my man Michelle Cobre. Hit your boy off with $20. He says, thank you for what you do. Midwestern love here. That's what's up. Thank you, brother. Also want to give a shout out to my man Tay Sharks. That's what's up. Hit your boy off with $2. He says, I'm going through some things, but got you when I'm good. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning in and clicking the like button, brother. We all going through things, man. Also, my man Brass Man Taker always coming through. Hit your boy off with $5 as well. My man Angry Man, hit your boy off with $3. That's what's up. Hey, it's still time, even if you're watching this on the replay, to hit your boy off at the cash app. Thank you, Albanian Nisa. Thank you, Brian, for every word. Honesty, truth, and amazingly wise. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Click that like button and that subscribe button. Let me go ahead and read off the PayPals, and we're going to get on up out of here. I want to give a shout out to my man Terrence Cardell. $3. He says, dude, you are putting the logic down right on the street. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And last but not least, my man Marcel Let hit your boy off with $10 as well. Hey, look here, people. I just want to say thank you, guys. I would ask that, hey, I apologize for being gone for so long. I was actually dealing with some family stuff. We have my son is now here. He was born on the 2nd of July, and he came a little bit early. And I just want you guys to just please, 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 for those of you that are religious, that believe in the ancestors, the good Lord Jesus, just please send up prayers for my son. Our son is in the hospital. He is in the NICU, and he is hopefully he's getting better, but we still need y'all prayers. That's all I can pretty much say. It's been a hell of a ride. I'm glad my wife is home and she's okay, but just keep our son in y'all prayers. I ask that of everybody. Soto Nation, like I said, I appreciate you all. I appreciate those of you who reached out to me that ain't seen me broadcast in a few days, in about a week or so. That's why I've just been here for my family, dealing with, just the things that we got going on with my son, and making sure that my family's okay, because they come first. And I just want to tell you all, I appreciate you all that have been concerned, that have asked about me. And hey, just continue to pray for us, pray for my family, pray for our strength, and pray for my son, Brian Edward Redmond Jr. Call his name out. I love you guys. Thank you guys for everything that you do. Thank you guys for always supporting. If this was your first time here, please make sure you click the like button, click the subscribe button, hit that comment section. Let me know what you think. And hey, man, y'all could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. Thank you guys. I love you all. Y'all continue to do and whatever you need to do. And remember, I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I hope that this video helps Will and Jada become better version of themselves. I honestly do. Thank you guys so much. Peace, and I'm out. I love y'all, and I'm back. Hey! Shout out to my son. I love you, kid. Yes, indeed. Y'all be easy. Peace.